Welcome to Big Rascals, where we may be grown-ups, but we'll never stop being rascals. We are a boys' book club, not just for the boys, but all those who enjoy reading, writing, comedy, and entertainment. Our purpose is to have fun discovering new worlds, making friends, and finding a cure for dyslexia. What's up, guys?
Happy to be back. Oh,
Yeah.
man, and excited to talk about the book we're going to talk about.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we're like famous now. We had a reel pop off.
Oh, yeah. It's
One reel.
92,000 views so far and still climbing.
Oh, yeah.
I am floored by how good that reel is doing.
Yeah. It's kind of cool. Kind of fun.
Yeah.
Hey, I got to say, Jurassic Park fans, really nice people. I
There's
read
a lot of
every
them out there.
comment on all of our videos, and I did not see one that was just absolutely sinister and wishing death upon us. They were all just totally psyched with what we were talking about. So
Surprisingly,
shout
there
out to
weren't.
Jurassic Park fans. You guys are good people.
Yeah.
Yep.
There weren't as many dino nerds like correcting
That's
my
what I was
uses
really
of
hoping
dinosaurs.
for. What the
so,
heck?
Yeah.
What the heck, man?
Yeah. We did have one guy think our name was Big Racist, though. But
Still looking for that cure
yep,
for dyslexia.
I hit him with that dyslexia. Oh, yeah.
We all suffer in our
Anyways.
own ways.
Yep.
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 Yeah, this is going to be a fun one. We are drenched in red right now because this time we're going over Red Rising.
Oh, yeah. It's a good one.
Oh, yeah.
So strap in yourselves, boys and girls. It's a really great ride.
gonna be fun.
A lot of fun.
So, yeah, why don't we stop. We're going to start.
Dyslexia.
We're done.
Let's start with our top 5.
Yeah, I chose the topic for this one. And since the Super Bowl's coming up, I figured we'd do our top 5 wing flavors.
Oh, yeah.
And I think I should start because I am such a basic guy in a lot of things. And in my wings, like I'm the type of guy that once you find something good, I don't delineate. I'm a loyal person, you know? Ordered the same Subway sandwich for 9 years straight kind of guy.
Oh, yeah. Now, wings is my favorite food, so I really appreciate this top 5. 'Cause I really want people to know, what flavors I like.
Yeah, for those who don't know, Greg is a big wing connoisseur.
Yep.
And for this list, sauces and dry rubs are included, so we can have a mix of that.
Good.
And so I'll just start off very, very simple. I'm actually going to switch this up with how I got it written. I'm having second thoughts. So number 5 is the classic honey barbecue. You can't go wrong with that. It's the comfort.
Yep.
Are you
It's
talking like B-dub
delicious.
honey barbecue? Or just
It's
honey
hard
barbecue
to mess
in general?
up honey barbecue in general. So some of these I do have a specific place to go to. But honey barbecue, it's the vanilla of the wings, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You can't mess it up,
Yeah,
and it's a comfort
it's pretty
food.
good.
And then
Solid.
for number 4, I have Asian Zing, and you have to get it from Topgolf. Topgolf has the best Asian Zing, in my opinion. But then again, I have not tried wings as much as you have, Greg. I don't know how much wings you've had, Geoff, but probably more than me.
Yeah. I can't say I've tried from Top Golf, but
Yeah.
I might have
It's
to now.
definitely overpriced for the amount of wings you get.
Yeah.
But I was absolutely
As
floored.
most wing places are.
That's true. I was absolutely floored, though, with how good the Asian Zing was.
Uh-huh.
And
Sweet.
number 3 is the only dry rub I have on my list, and that's garlic parmesan from
yeah.
Wingstop.
Yeah. Delicious.
I was blown away from wing because I've always had garlic parmesan as a sauce, but as a dry rub, ooh, it was a game changer.
Yeah.
For me.
Nice.
I thought
For
it was
sure.
so much better.
Wait, are you sure it's a dry rub?
Yeah, I'm sure. You can't do that. No one knows the inside joke, Greg.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to explain it on the episode without just sounding
I hate
so
Wingstop. My name's Tyson.
Oh, gosh. You're calling out names. Jeez.
Hey, no last names.
That's a little petty.
Could be the
don't you
chicken
think?
brand. Tyson chicken.
And my number 2, teriyaki. That's probably B-dubs. They have the, it's like I don't know how to describe their teriyaki. It's not too sweet, and it kind of has like a hint of saltiness. For some reason, I kind of like that.
Soy
it's like
saucy.
it's soy saucy. Yeah.
Yeah.
And number one, you guys might hate me for this. It's Winger's famous sauce.
I won't hate you for that. That's
get
a
wrong
delicious
with that.
sauce.
I cannot get enough of that sauce.
Yeah.
I love
The-
Winger's.
what do they call it? Amazing sauce?
Amazing
Yeah.
sauce. They're amazing sauce. That's
Delicious.
my number one. So let's hear some
good.
diverse choices from you fellas. Let's go with Geoff next, because I think Greg's gonna have the most passionate list.
Yeah. Mine are pretty basic, though.
So-
But I have a couple unique ones.
Okay.
Okay.
You go,
Okay.
Geoff.
Cool. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Me. So I'm going to start with basically pretty much buffalo. I feel like that could be like the chocolate of wings. You know, it's always going to be there. That's
I
something
mean,
like,
it's the original.
yeah, I feel obligated to try the buffalo anywhere I go, and varying, levels of appreciation for it. But every so often you get like just one that's just out of this world, just so good. And it just brings you back like, this is what wings is about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then I go with honey barbecue being the second because, it is fantastic. I do love B-Dub's honey barbecue.
Yeah,
It is good.
You see that being served, you're never mad.
Yeah.
You're just like, oh, sweet, I'm at a party and there's honey barbecue wings. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a great party.
And of course, drenched in ranch. All of these really drenched in
Yeah,
ranch.
that's the key.
Not
I know
blue cheese.
Derek.
I am
Derek's
not
not
a
a
big ranch
condiments
guy.
guy.
Yeah, that's why I felt so inadequate for this top five. But I'm like, oh, it fits what's coming up, and I know we all like wings.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you'll get people out there that argue like if you put a condiment on it, it kind of changes the whole food because then it's no longer itself. But like wings are meant to be dipped, really.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's a mess in general, but you just make it more of a mess.
Yeah, it's a
Delicious.
messy food. It's like a rack of ribs. You're expecting to get messy.
Oh yeah.
Those are the best foods,
Oh yeah.
Anything you
Arguably.
eat with your hands and your fingers, I swear.
They do
I eat
present a
steak
good
with my
argument.
hands. It's better.
I would
Oh
say
my gosh!
Caveman style, dude.
burgers, ribs, wings, French fries, all hand food.
Yep.
I mean, I will say though, like a lot of cuisine in India, it's like hand food, and I can't say that's the most appealing thing though. I see that and I'm like, give me a fork,
Or
please.
like the African food where they like get like that dough. And they're just like,
And it's boiling. Steam's coming from their mouth as they're eating. Yep.
looks good to me. Not gonna lie.
I will say, using a food as a utensil, like a tortilla, to pick up something,
Oh, I'm
that
all
makes
about
it even
that.
better. Yeah.
I'm all about that.
You got to figure out a way to use like some kind of food to pick up a wing and eat it. I don't know how that'd work, but
But then you won't be able to lick the sauce off your fingers.
It's the bone.
then it's on the food.
What are you using, chopsticks to eat your Cheetos? What the heck?
I have done that when
my
I've had to
gosh.
like work on a computer, and it's like rather than have cheesy little dots all over the keyboard, I have some chopsticks.
That's
I'm
fair.
like,
At that point, I just crunch it up and then I drink it.
Yeah, I'm usually just picking up the bag, just
put it in a blender.
Yeah.
You could make one of those prison burritos, mashed up Cheetos,
With the ramen.
nasty.
boiling water, cook it right in the bag.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. You're getting so off topic.
Moving on. Parmesan garlic, but I'm going to go opposite of dry rub. I like the saucy garlic. Buffalo Wild Wings, fantastic. Yeah, oh man, when you got that punch of garlic flavor in there, good stuff. I'm going to go with a more unique one. I've never seen this like anywhere. I've had just homemade wise, but rocoto peppers. It's a Peruvian pepper.
Kodo pepper.
Yeah, it is like so good. It is pretty spicy. But oh man, the
Is it
homemade
ooze
ones,
spicy?
Oh, it is like spicy. And
Ooh, spicy.
ooh, spicy. Yeah, and oh man, especially when it's cooked onto a wing, like you baste it on there. That stuff's so good. And number one is got to be Louisiana dry rub from Wingstop.
Ooh, that-
I mean,
that's
it's
good.
pretty much
I
a
can't argue with
sauce
that.
with how much oil they use, but oh man, that
So
was-
good.
Still, I can't argue with that. That's a great pick.
Jeff, did you happen to bring like some wings with you for us to try?
That's true. I did not.
You're
think
usually the guy that
I
brings
did
the
not
treats.
think of the aftermath of what this
Yeah.
top five would have on us.
I'm hungry.
We're now going to just be salivating wings while we talk about Red Rising. And we're going to look at the cover. Oh, there's a red wing on there. Oh, man.
Yummy.
yeah.
Yeah, good list. For me,
Take us home.
my honorable mention is really the barbecue family because I do love honey barbecue from B-Dubs, but the Korean Q from Wingstop is also so good.
That's
Yep.
really good.
But the most important thing is the ranch too. Wingstop ranch is unbeatable. You have to get Wingstop ranch.
Oh, yeah.
There's a local company here, Coyote.
Oh, yeah. You're
They have-
always preaching that's the best ranch.
That is the best store-bought ranch you can get. It is so
Oh
good.
yeah. They,
But
Yeah, for those who don't know Greg, when I worked with him, he would find big tubs of this Coyote Ranch
Oh,
and
yeah.
just bring it into work. Go to Costco down the street,
Yeah.
get whatever chicken he could get, and just dip it
Oh, yeah.
in this ranch.
yep, one of them rotisserie chickens.
that is a good meal
Yummy.
right there. Oh yeah, so good. I
That's
did
a
pretty much the
man
same
meal.
thing.
A man meal for sure.
Only $5 at Costco.
There's
Rotisserie
only so
chicken.
many times I can have the Costco pizza and Costco hot dog, and then have to work the rest of the day because it literally puts you in a coma. Oh, there's so many carbs. The Costco food court is just carbs.
Chicken bake.
So you have to go to the back and get
dog.
that rotisserie, get some
yeah.
protein. But
Have you ever gotten the
anyways.
ribs back there?
Of course,
Yeah, Greg's found those too.
of course. Yep.
But anyway, that was just an honorable mention.
Yeah. So my number 5 is Parmesan garlic from Wingstop, the
Good
dry
pick,
rub.
good pick.
I will say though, the burps you get from that for the rest of the day.
Yeah, a lot of these good foods, they have terrible after effects. It's like we're American or
Oh
something.
yeah.
Yeah, that's true. But delicious. It's worth it. A crazy one.
Is it worth it for you, or what does your wife say? Is it worth it still?
Yeah,
Or how about your kids? Are they just like,
oh,
That's how he knocks them out and get them ready for bed.
Yep, exactly.
blows it right into their face?
That's why it doesn't happen too often. I get the Parmesan garlic, but
But it's good.
it's good. My number 4 is the B-Dubs salt and vinegar dry rub. It is so good, especially with ranch. It's just like tang, salty is delicious. It's really good.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then my number 3 is, for some reason, I like the dry rubs. Louisiana dry rub from Wingstop.
Good pick.
Delicious. They had one where it was a temporary one where they combined the Parmesan garlic and the Louisiana dry rub. That was
Dang.
ultimate.
I didn't
That
get
was
that
so good.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was only limited time. Bring that back, Wingstop, whatever that was. My number 2 is another Buffalo Wild Wings flavor, the Thai curry. It is
Thai
so good.
I can usually only have like one of those, and the flavor is so intense.
Yeah, it's pretty spicy. And for I do fantasy football. These nerds don't.
Nah.
In my league, the loser has to do the Blazing Challenge from Buffalo Wild Wings. And my nephew actually lost, so he had to do the challenge. But I told him I'd help him. So we went to B-Dubs, and we got the Blazing Challenge, but I also ordered some Thai curry wings. And I had my daughter sitting next to me. And she reached out
Oh no.
and touched the sauce And I didn't really see it.
She didn't touch her eye, did she?
No, she licked it.
Fingers right in the mouth.
Yeah, she licked it, and it's pretty spicy, like even for me. So yeah, we were like freaking out. But
Some ice cream, quick.
my nephew brought some milk, so I just grabbed the milk and started like pouring it down her throat, and yeah, that was funny. But that's delicious. I love Thai curry, but number one, it has to be buffalo. Whether it's dry rub, sauce, the flavor, the buffalo flavor, especially with ranch, like, is unbeatable. It's just the depth of flavor from that is so good. It's the classic, the best. Can't go wrong.
I was really expecting some more diverse choices from the two of you. Holy cow, we are all pretty basic.
Man.
Like, I was expecting some sauce and everything, like Dijon cilantro.
Hey, I got you with ricotta.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. You got the ricotta and the Thai curry.
There you go.
I guess is wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Like,
I mean, you can't go wrong with the original.
I thought I'd hear a mango habanero somewhere or something.
They're
No, I
popular
mean,
for a reason.
That one's delicious too. That's an honorable mention. But no, there's a flavor that I want to try. I think there's some places that do it, but tikka masala or butter chicken.
Yeah.
I think that would be insane. That would be so good.
You guys ever had ghost pepper wings?
Yeah.
Different varieties.
Yeah. I think the blazing sauce has ghost pepper in it.
Oh, I thought that was Carolina Reaper.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, I think it used to be ghost pepper until Carolina Reaper
Oh,
took the
interesting.
throne as
Yeah.
the hottest. Because I had one of those wings, and I was like,
Yeah, they've gotten spicy. They've gotten a lot spicy.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
but yeah, I've really been growing to like ghost pepper lately. But for some reason, I like it better on beef jerky instead of a wing.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, ghost pepper flavored things are really good. Carolina Reaper suck. Like, it's usually like ghost
Yeah.
pepper has flavor, and then Carolina Reaper is like just spicy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's, got
Well-
a weird flavor to it and
Okay, well,
kicks in so fast.
that's all our wing choices, folks. Tell us your favorite wings in the comments. We would love to have. I would
Yeah.
love to hear some more choices because I'm getting a little more adventurous.
Give us some
from
options
my
to try.
9-year choices.
Yeah.
9-year
Yeah,
straight
some
choices.
unique choices too. What did we miss? But cool. Yeah, that's our top 5. A little more simple this time around,
yeah.
which is great. Makes me hungry. We might have to pause.
What
and go get
dinosaur
some
makes the
wings.
best wings?
I think
It'd be the Quetzalcoatlus.
yeah.
Yeah.
Got a wing that lasts
The Archaeopteryx.
pretty much a whole 2 weeks.
No,
Imagine
it's
the
actually
oven to
the
smoke that.
Tyrannosaur because those
yeah.
arms are arms
Yeah.
are wings.
yeah.
Just like
Or
a
it
little
could be a little
drumstick wing.
Carnotaur.
Yeah. Exactly.
Well, yeah. Why don't we continue on with our fairly new segment, Hot Take? Jeff, you have the hot
Take.
take
You
this
got it.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm expecting something spicy. Get me something
Yeah.
that just
All
goes,
right.
you have the audacity.
Let's get hot in here.
Like
We
when you
might
said
enter in-
TMNT 2003 was better than Avatar: The Last Airbender. Now that's a hot take that I will fight you on.
Wow. I said it better or equivalent. I mean,
backpedal faster.
rivals, but so we might be called big racists after this hog take. So
Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh.
I'm joking.
I cannot stress I'm not associated with this lunatic.
It'll be interesting to see how this one goes. I know there can be a lot of heat around this though. Ocarina of Time is outclassed by Twilight Princess and Majora's Mask in the Zelda games.
Oh, so you're saying Majora's Mask is better?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's saying
Then
Twilight
Ocarina of
Princess
Time, huh?
and Majora's
Twilight
Mask.
Princess
Now
and
this,
Majora's Mask.
okay, I might have to back you up on this one. Oh man, because Ocarina of Time, that's like the holy grail
Yeah.
of like not just Zelda games.
Oh,
of
it's been on
video
the
games.
best game list like ever since it came out.
was. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
it's
Yeah.
pretty like unanimous. That's the best like N64 game too.
Oh yeah, and I'm currently playing it with my son. Watch it and he hums Lon Lon Ranch theme to himself all the time, like it is adorable.
Nice.
But
awesome.
I think Jeff's got a great argument here because Majora's Mask storytelling wise, like Ocarina of Time's all about growing up and getting responsibility. Great themes and great music with it.
Oh yeah, no way saying it's a bad game. I mean, no,
Yeah.
it's just outclassed.
But with
Interesting.
Majora's Mask, first off, they did that all in like what, a year and a half in such a small time frame. But they did
Super
reuse
quick.
a lot of the like character models and everything from Ocarina of Time. But they explore such a great concept in such great depth.
Oh yeah.
The concept of how does the human psyche behave with imminent doom on the horizon. It is, and you don't have much dungeons, which is usually the heart and soul of a Zelda game.
Oh yeah.
Looking at
Yeah.
you, Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, what the heck? You were fun while you lasted, but I'm missing that whole format.
They're hard to go back to games for sure.
Yes, they are. But yeah, what makes Majora's Mask so good is the side quest. You get to know all the different side characters
And the challenge of just the time. You're just like,
In fact, Greg, you might like one of them. One of them is based on an alien encounter, I believe.
yeah,
Yeah.
straight up aliens just
Yeah.
Nice.
appear and cause trouble. Yeah. Oh, fantastic
But
storyline.
Twilight Princess, I think you have a harder argument for it. That's my personal favorite because that was the very first Zelda game I ever played. So, like I said, once I like something, I'm pretty loyal to it to the beginning. And I love Twilight Princess. I have gone onto the internet, into Zelda chat rooms or pages to say, what's the best Zelda game and why is it Twilight Princess? Like, and I've just been torched in the comments for it. But I can't put my finger on it. Why would you say Twilight Princess can beat Ocarina of Time?
Well, I'd say the best kind of example is like Halo 1, where I think a lot of people love Halo 1 and what it is and what it's set up, right? But Halo 1 is completely outclassed by 2 and 3.
Halo 2 is
Yeah. So much of it is
masterpiece.
like
What a-
story.
such a perfect game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Why don't we talk about that?
Yeah, that's true. You haven't played all these Zelda games, have you?
like,
You
I
played
can't-
Breath of the Wild.
I can't add anything to this conversation.
I know Greg has
I would
like
say-
started some Zelda games. Breath
Ocarina
of the
of Time
Wild
is
was like
outclassed by Wind Waker and wait,
Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild. Thank you. Those are the only two I've played.
There are people I know who would agree that Wind Waker takes the cake. That's their favorite Zelda game.
Oh man, but Breath of the Wild was amazing. I love that. But
Yeah.
it is a hard replay.
It is a hard replay, and I hated the final boss of Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
Like, it was so anticlimactic. Like, the music swelling, you have Zelda saying, courage need not be remembered, for it is never forgotten. And then you're just running around a big purple lump that doesn't really attack you. So
Yeah.
I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
but Tears of the Kingdom had a great final boss
The
fight.
true like final boss is the Master Sword like gauntlet that you have to go through.
with the
it's the
Yeah.
Yeah, monk.
the Sheikah monk guy.
Yeah, the Sheikah monk.
You
Yeah.
fight after getting all the
Yeah,
shrines
that
or something.
one is a lot more challenging. Oh, I agree.
Oh, yeah.
I definitely agree.
But sorry, Jeff. Hey, you were saying Halo 2.
Tell me, help me make the argument that Twilight Princess can be better than Ocarina of Time.
And I mean, Ocarina of Time is set up like the success for Zelda for sure, and it is a fantastic game. But it's just like I've played through Halo 1 once. I have no desire to go back to Halo 1. I know they're doing like a remaster of it, which would be cool to check out. But even then, really, I'd probably only go back to Ocarina of Time for like a remake or a remaster. But Ocarina of Time, I have no desire to really play through again all that much, just because in general the quests feel so like staggered, while like with what do you call it, Majora's Mask and Twilight Princess, those quests just like excelled me forward. Like I loved going through them and all the stories. I mean, granted, Twilight Princess has one of the worst intros in terms of time frame. Like it is so long and just drags out, and you feel like you're just doing a farm chores. But in general, that kind of still sets up the aesthetic for like who Link is in that game. And I mean, Twilight Princess has the best companion character, has just the coolest story elements. A lot of people will diss on Zant, but he is a puppet villain, and that's exactly what he is.
I really enjoyed Zant.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, this was my very first Zelda game. I had no idea who Ganondorf was. So his first impressions and everything, I was like, oh man, this guy is really crazy. And then you have the final boss fight with him. Not the final, but like his fight, and he's just a maniac. I'm like, what the heck is this game all about? I don't know what to expect, man.
Oh yeah, I mean the music in Twilight Princess is just fantastic. The atmosphere of both of them, I love it. The whole Twilight. I remember when I first went into Twilight Princess, I was a little critical of it because I'm like, who's a Twilight Princess and you turn into a wolf? This is weird. This isn't Zelda. But then of course playing it, I'm like, this is fantastic. This is so fun. And being able to transform between them, as you get through the game. Oh yeah, just the Ocarina of Time set them up, and it's the whole Ocarina of Time walked so these games could run right. I agree. Like I mean, I have lesser opinions of Wind Waker, but Majora's Mask and Twilight Princess are just, phenomenal games and completely outclass Ocarina of Time because I constantly think about going back to play those games. I just on a daily basis I'll be like, I want to play some Majora's Mask. I want to play some Majora's Mask.
Yeah, I would say Majora's Mask might have the better ending just above Twilight Princess, just because it always hits me when you see because you're always seeing dawn of the first day, dawn of the second day, and then when you break the cycle and you helped out all these people, and it's
especially when you've done all the quests.
Yes,
then
you've
you're
done
just
all
like,
the quests, and then you just read the dawn of a new day, and oh my gosh, it's amazing. But Twilight Princess is also the only Zelda game I know of that was heavily inspired by the Lord of the Rings. So 10 out of 10 game. It's better. Shut down the presses.
Fantastic.
The show's done. We got this. We got this covered. Your argument's invalid if you think otherwise.
Wow.
I'm sorry you couldn't contribute to this one as much, Greg. But
Well, you
how
didn't
is
think
Halo 2
Derek would
better?
agree with you, huh?
I was
kinda-
wanting to fight. I wanted us to have a yelling match, but you just had to make sense. You just had to. That's not a hot take. That's a good take.
I will say it is funny because I feel like Twilight Princess was pretty underrated. Like 5 years ago, people were dissing on it all the time, I was watching a video essay on some Zelda games, and somebody was like, we can't really call Twilight Princess underrated anymore because it has a substantial fan base and a lot of people who will appreciate it or do appreciate it over some of the other games. So it has picked up in popularity for sure.
Yeah.
But for those who are watching, Arbiter's Grounds or Snow Peak Ruins, best Zelda dungeon of all time. Oh, yeah. And that's going over the Forest Temple in Ocarina of Time.
Oh, yeah.
Straight facts. Anyway, that's enough of that.
Yeah. Freaking nerds. Oh, yeah. Cool. Hot take, huh?
There it is.
Not really a hot take.
Sizzling in here.
Tell us if that really is a hot take, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm curious to see what people say. Yeah.
Yeah.
Be crazy.
Now, if we talk in Halo terms, that made a lot more sense to me with Halo 1 being outclassed by 2 and 3. So,
Oh, yeah.
But cool. Yeah. Awesome. Sweet.
Okay.
Radical.
Great stuff. We did it.
Yeah, let's get down to the nitty gritty, folks.
Yeah.
I think the biggest reason our episodes are so long is because we just drag on going to the. We don't know how to segue.
Yeah. We do use a lot of filler words.
I don't know about that.
Anyways, I picked Red Rising for my book. I read this, I think, twice before, and then I reread it again and loved it. I think I love it more and more every time I read it. It's one of those books that is just so fun that it's just like an adventure to go on.
Oh yeah, this was my first time listening to it, and as the minute I finished it, I had a moment because it was a really good ending. We'll get into that later. Mm-hmm. So I had a lot to process, but then after that moment, I immediately started it again because I was like, oh my gosh, this was so good. And this is how I know it was a good book, because I started noticing things like a lot of foreshadowing, a lot of little things here and there, little details I missed where I'm like, oh my gosh, that makes a lot more sense.
Oh, yeah.
And, I started paying attention to other characters, and you notice that they themselves have character arcs. There's multiple character arcs, and that's how you know, like, it's such a good story. The characters really sell you. The setting is a dystopian sci-fi, and like in the future, multiple planets, but it's all humankind. There's no aliens as far as I've seen.
Yeah.
And it's like, you could call it a space opera, like, because there's a lot of drama, revenge, family, like pedigree.
Yeah, this one I feel like treads lightly into the space opera realm, but the series overall, space opera.
Yeah, I haven't read the whole series, which I'm probably going to, just because of how good this book was. I'm invested in Darrow, the main character, and what's going to happen to him, especially with how this book ends.
Yeah.
Holy moly.
Yeah, we'll get into it more, like how this first book really is pretty different to the rest of the series.
Okay.
But I have a summary that I have.
Perfect.
Red Rising by Pierce Brown follows Darrow, a low-caste red miner on Mars, who discovers his people's grueling work to terraform the planet is a lie, as the ruling Golds have lived on the habitable surface for generations as slave masters. Betrayed and driven by vengeance after his wife's death, Darrow undergoes a radical transformation, disguised as a Gold, to infiltrate their elite command school, the Institute, to dismantle the oppressive color-coded society from within through brutal games, politics, and warfare. The story blends dystopian sci-fi with Romanesque fantasy, exploring themes of class, identity, sacrifice, and rebellion.
So, that's a good summary. Did you get that from Google?
No, that was all me.
Well done. Now, here, something I want to address first. Can we call this dystopian? Because is dystopian like a collapsed society, or is it
it's not necessarily dystopian, but
it's
you
almost
could
like
maybe classify
but
that it's dystopian in the fact that there's more oppressiveness, like more lower class, more like slaves.
1984 style dystopian.
Where you have it's scary how oppressive it is, but I don't know if that's how dystopian is actually defined. Like you said, dystopian may be more defined on like a society's actually crumbled and like it's in shambles and there's just little factions or anything. There's no organization. But I always consider dystopian just anything that's like alternate universe or in the future where it's bleak, it's scary because, well, there's no order, there's no government, or there is government and it is definitely not fair, and it is
extremely oppressive.
Oppressive.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it's almost like it's become more like racist, more like classes. That definitely. Yeah,
like there's always those things that we see people bickering about on the internet on what's right or wrong and how far we can take it. There's always one of those things that's just taken to the extreme, which racism or some kind of prejudice always seems to be one of the cases. In my opinion, like, I don't know if you guys saw The Postman with, have you ever seen that movie, The Postman? Wow, what was the guy?
Postman.
Never mind. It's all movie. That one's dystopian. It's a pretty fun movie, but I think it might be Kevin Costner or something. But never mind.
I want to say it's ringing a bell, but I might be thinking of Demolition Man with Sylvester Stallone.
Demolition Man is great.
Yeah.
That's a good example.
I love that movie. Yeah. Or Judge Dredd.
Wesley Snipes, right? Is that right?
Yeah.
But
Blake, is that
sorry I brought it up. I digress. I was going to say, there was racism in that one. There was hardly any government, but I digress.
I mean, speaking of races, the color hierarchy is very interesting in this. I looked up all the colors and kind of the level they're at. Obviously, gold is the highest, and then
the fascinating thing about it is it's not just like an appearance thing; it's like a literal, almost genetics thing.
yeah, it's like their eyes, their hair.
They've been
it's almost like the
biologically
tone of their
altered,
skin.
to be physically and to an extent genetically different.
Yeah, that's the impression
and
I'm
like
getting.
bred for the job that they're going to be doing. Which I didn't research all the colors, so I'm interested. What are all the colors and what do they do?
Gold's the highest. Then the next high colors are silver, white, and copper. And then the mid colors is blue, yellow, green, violet, orange, gray. And then the low colors, obsidian, pink, red, and brown.
Oh, dang, obsidian's a low color?
Yeah.
Those are
Wasn't
like
obsidian's
the more
they're
enslaved ones.
They're like the grunt, like the barbarians.
Yeah.
Like the muscle.
You'll learn.
They use them as
I mean,
slaves,
they briefly
pretty
mention
much.
it, but in the first book. But basically, you learn that the golds ingrain into the obsidians that the golds are literally gods to them. So it's like from birth, the obsidians are taught that, like the reds know they're kind of the inferior. That's what the golds teach them, but they're not like figuring the golds are gods. But the obsidian literally think the golds are gods.
Yeah.
And
There's a cool obsidian character in the later series.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Wait, both of
You'll
you have
enjoy
read
'em.
the whole series? I'm the only one here that has not read the whole series?
Yeah, I've read it. It was great.
I feel so left out.
I'm like, I had to mentally prepare for this because I'm like, I gotta not spoil the other books as much as I can.
I know. We'll do the best we
It's
can.
a little tough, but
But yeah, it's very fascinating because I mean we've talked about how, you know, when I introduced my pick, how even on the cover it says that it's like a combination of Ender's Game and Hunger Games.
Yeah.
But it's like I feel like it's very different from both because like the Hunger Games is really just based off the Hunger Games, and then the Revolution kind of takes the back seat.
yeah.
In this series, the Revolution is kind of like
Even the revolution in the end of the Hunger Games is like a type of Hunger Games.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, the Revolution in this series is more of the forefront, I feel like.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's true. It sounds like it's what it's building up to because with how it begins, which let's talk about that. It has a very good beginning. I would say this book does the fundamentals of storytelling very well. Like the whole hero's journey, it gets me invested. The whole save the cat thing, like it gives me a reason to like Darrow, which it begins with Darrow, he's drilling in the mines of Mars. He's in the tunnels. You establish all the important things. He's reckless because he wants to win the laurel, which is, like how would you describe
It was
the
the
laurel?
prize for the winning group.
Yeah.
The mining group that
Or whoever
they get
harvested
extra
the
things
most
from the
most
gold.
that month.
Yeah.
Okay.
Extra supplies.
Yeah, he's reckless.
But you learn it's a ploy to basically keep them going and to make an enemy out of one of the groups.
Yeah. 'cause
Yes.
whatever the
Gamma, I
groups
think.
they have, the same group
Gamma.
wins it every time.
every time, and they like never share their winnings, which
Yeah.
gets them to hate them, not the people rewarding the laurel.
Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly.
But yeah, it shows that he's reckless because he's a hell diver, which is like the most dangerous job.
He's a hell diver of
He
Lycos.
doesn't. Yeah, he's used to throwing caution to the wind. He really loves his
Constantly
wife.
talks
Io.
about his fingers' dexterity.
Yes, he really loves his wife Io. That makes
Operating the
it
controls.
it makes it very clear that he just loves his wife and that he's a man of passion. Both
He's young too, right?
yeah.
He's like 16.
16, 17.
They like obviously they go back to kind of the primeval time when like it says
The gold have bred them to produce quickly, live short lives.
Yes, and one of the
like,
lines in
mature
there is
fast.
that 13,
Yeah.
old enough to screw, old enough to
Crew.
crew. That's
Yeah.
right. Old enough to screw, old enough to crew. So, like, they definitely do the whole like old timey like what our ancestors did. That we're like, oh, that's totally barbaric.
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Which also shows that he's a bit of a prodigy too for being a hell diver at such a young age.
At such a young age. But what I thought was so notable, like when especially with my second time reading this, is he's a very focused on the task at hand kind of guy. Like he's willing to believe all the lies. He's willing to believe, we are, because they're fed the lies.
Has no desire to revolt at all.
No desire to revolt. Just wants to keep his head down, keep his family safe, and provide, and just drill day in and day out as long as EO and any other kids that they're gonna have in the future are gonna be provided for and safe. He's willing to accept it all. And the lie that they're always fed is that there's people on Earth that's overcrowded. They are just waiting for this planet to be
They're the
terraformed.
pioneers. You're the one preparing Mars.
You're the ones who will be lauded throughout history with so many accolades as being the ones who terraformed the planet for us. Your sacrifice is what brought us paradise, kind of thing. And he believes it, and he is so dedicated to it until, EO brings him up to see the sky for the first time. They live in tunnels.
Yep.
And he thought the sky was just a word at first, which that's a great line in the book. Like, I saw the sky at first, it was only a word. And I'm like, oh my goodness. He saw the stars and everything. And that's when EO talks to him about there's more to this. Like, we know you won the laurel.
Yeah. EO is the one who has the desire for change and revolution. Yeah. Yeah, which it's quite interesting because that is pretty much in the completion of her character. Like, it is entirely revolved around that. Like, she knows something's wrong, and I think that is such a great build to the story. Like, Darrow is not the hero or the willful hero, right? He's like,
he's a reluctant hero.
Completely doesn't want any of this, and it's really his wife that wants all of this, wants all the revolution.
Yeah, he's making arguments not for revolution when she's telling him we need to have a revolution kind of thing, which it kind of threw me off since, like I said, I started it again right after. So seeing the end game, and I was like, oh my gosh, how did I not see this change from the beginning? This is crazy. Oh, yeah. So yeah, he's very dedicated to just, I'm the pioneer and everything, which great setup to show what a different person he changes into throughout the book.
Oh, yeah.
And obviously they get caught being where they shouldn't be. EO is, they were only going to get flogged, right?
Yeah.
But EO sings the forbidden song, which is Persephone's song, right?
Yeah.
It's like just their revolution song. I don't think it's necessarily Persephone. They give her the name Persephone.
Yeah.
The revolution does because it's like a symbol of because she was the one who was captured by Hades and taken to the underworld. But like every spring she came forth, and so the idea was that she was spring bursting forth. She was the reds bursting from the ground, basically, or the chance for the reds to burst from the ground. So,
which I do appreciate.
Red to rise.
Yeah. I do appreciate all the historical and mythological references throughout this
very
book.
Greek, very Roman,
very Greek and Roman, which is awesome because they have some of the most prominent myths throughout history.
It just fits it so well.
It really does.
Yeah. It does with the gold and they're all Greek goddess and goddesses, So.
Yeah, you just think of a bronze statue of a muscular person.
Yeah, the statue of David, that's all of them. So,
oh yeah,
yeah, that's the start. It definitely is really good. One thing that I kind of thought after rereading it a few times, do you feel like the author made you fall in love with EO enough to mourn her death, or was that just kind of she died, now let's get on with it?
Well, I wouldn't say I was definitely nowhere near that second one where it's it's a death. Every writer kills people to get you invested into the cause.
Yeah,
because I knew what she meant to Darrow, because the way, especially with the way what is it, Tim Reynolds, the guy who reads it on Audible.
Gerard Reynolds.
Yeah, Tim Gerard Reynolds. The way he reads it, he really sells that. This is a young kid who he's like a high school that's still in love with his high school sweetheart. And so I found it kind of adorable how much he talked about her and everything. And so to have her be lost, I did feel a little bit of pain, but I didn't weep. I didn't. I wasn't inconsolable about, because at the same time I knew this is a basic writing technique to get people invested, to have the audience have sympathy. So maybe that's the curse, is that I know a little of the writing process.
Yeah.
So it's like I can see through the illusion kind of
Start
somewhat.
to notice those things.
I'm torn because, like, I want the story to continue on, but I do feel like there needed to be a little bit more story with EO
Yeah.
to get me to pull up my heartstrings for her and like feel that motivation that Darrow feels after her death.
I would say first time I read it, I felt more of the emotion in it. Subsequential.
Subsequential.
Subsequently,
Subsequent reads. Moment gone. Subsequent reads, not so much, just because you know more what's happened, and you kind of realize this, like you said, Derek, it's kind of a step in the narrative process. But not to spoil too much, but you learn more through the books, and the impact does seem greater. But I will say, first read, you feel it more. Subsequent reads, not so much, and that is kind of where it is lost, where you don't quite get the same feeling on the future reads.
I can understand your thing, because I think the first time we hear her talk, she's talking about, like, don't come into the room. They're in the house, like, don't come in the room, I have a gift for you. And she like brings them up to the sky and just immediately starts talking about, we need revolution kind of thing. And you're like, was this bubbling under the surface, or is this just your normal conversation point kind of thing?
Yeah, she's almost like degrading Darrow.
Talking about like how stupid he can't see, this kind of thing.
In a way.
Yeah. You almost needed more setup to like how their conversations have been in the past.
Yeah, maybe just a little bit more backstory. But yeah, like I said, I'm torn because like I feel like that's just the first step in this book to get it going.
True, but like they definitely don't waste time. With, you can't accuse Pierce Brown of wasting your time, because I really feel like he really
That is a hard balance.
He set up the dominoes really
great.
well, and just the pacing is fantastic. I never felt like we were dragging too long into much of a place, so that's really great. And then eventually he meets Dancer, because he was going to get killed, but his uncle drugged him, and Dancer was able to take him away. And Dancer is part of the revolution known as the Sons of Ares.
So Io is killed because she sings the forbidden song, and it's in front of a gold leader. So normally the golds don't come down to the mine for like events, and especially like the whippings, but for some reason a gold is there, and it's like the arch governor of Mars, the big guy, the ruler of Mars, and that is like the main reason. And that is something I do feel like when Darrow, the arch governor's there and he knows Eo's going to sing, and you just feel like the tension inside of him as he's thinking to his wife, like, please don't, but he knows she's going to sing. And then that leads to her getting hung. And oh man, I want to touch on this though. The gravity in Mars is not as strong, and so you have to pull the legs to break the neck, right? And that is just like, and Darrow has to be the one to pull his wife's legs to break her neck so she doesn't suffer being hung, right? That you definitely feel. But then because Darrow takes her body down to bury her, because normally they leave the bodies up, that's how he ends up dying, or end up trying to be hung. But I want to talk about also the build up here, right? Like between the mines to like when he meets Dancer, right? There are many books I feel like I get lost on like where I am sometimes, just because the world building is so complex. Like I feel that way sometimes with Brandon Sanderson's books. Like he gets so complex in the way he's building things. But man, talk about building a world that seems complex, but you know where you are, and it's just so well written into like understanding everything about Lycos in just such a short time, and then launching into this like universal or like galaxy spanning world, and you're just like, oh my gosh, this is crazy, right? But just so well written.
As morbid as it is with the gravity and pulling the legs, that was one thing I was hoping you'd touch on, because I'm like, the world building in this book was really well done. And little tidbits like that just really tip you off. I'm like, oh yeah, you're not on Earth anymore. You are in a different place, and there are different rules that you're gonna have to learn. And it's really kind of cathartic.
Yeah,
like there's some moments where they come into play, and you're just like, oh my gosh, that's so cool.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
One thing to your point, Geoff, what I think it is the game changer. It is in first person. So it's as if Darrow is writing. And so we're kind of going along with him and his new experience of the world and the world that the author has built. So I think that helps as far as like we know where it's at because we're kind of the point of view of Darrow.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's very well written. I remember I used to have issues with like first person books. I just felt like they were kind of like, what's the word, hacky a little bit, just like reading. Like I always preferred the third person, but I'd say this book really like was one of the first person perspective books that I was like, man, this is just fantastic. Like this is how you write a first person perspective. So good.
It's definitely up there for me as far as first persons. I put it with like the Assassin's Apprentice. That one I really love too.
Ooh.
But
that one was a good one.
Yeah, it's interesting because you kind of forget that it's first person because he does so good with it that I think that's the skill that you need when you do first person is to get people forget that you're reading first person.
Yeah, you're like in the thoughts of this person.
You're thinking like Darrow in this case, or you're thinking like you're right along there because. I agree. First person is not usually my preferred method. Third person usually is. And usually it's probably because I feel like in first person, some writers kind of go on tangents because, our brains are always going on tangents. So their characters' thoughts went on tangents like, I didn't need to know all this kind of thing. Like, I'm not a teenager right now who's just stressed about this. I don't want to know what you're going to do now, okay? Don't tell me how it makes you feel bad in 20 different ways.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of thing. But with Darrow, it's very concise. He's a very focused person, and he's able to formulate plans. And like we said, he's a very passionate person. So you still get that sense. He still says a lot of things. But it's like I noticed that Pierce Brown had a lot of sentences that were like, I don't know how to describe them. But they're like, it was just like one line, and it really just... it encapsulated all the thoughts he was feeling right at that moment.
Oh, yeah.
Just like, the sky, at first it was just a word. Like, right there, I knew that, wow.
Almost poetic.
He is, it's poetic. He is just floored. He is amazed. He didn't think this existed. Kind of like, just that one sentence helped me know how he felt.
Great examples of like show, don't tell. Because it was just, I feel like it's hard in first person because you're technically in the brain of that person. But with... if you're able to show and not necessarily tell in a first person, like in this way, like you said, the sky was just a word. I mean, that encapsulates so much in just a small amount of like Darrow's history, his thoughts in the past, and how he is now in this moment. Yeah.
But can I have to fanboy Tim Gerard Reynolds. He is by far
great.
My favorite narrator, audiobook reader. I think everything that he's done, I've absolutely loved. Harry Potter is a special place in my heart, and
Jim Dale.
I mean, I think he's got like the world record for the most voices. I think he beats Tim Gerard Reynolds there, but Tim Gerard Reynolds' voice is like made for this kind of book.
Oh yeah.
Like medieval or like brutal. He just has that voice. And I think part of it's just such a good pairing with Pierce Brown's writing and him reading.
Yeah, it's perfect for it.
It's so good.
Yeah. I think it helps that like the Reds are technically based off of like Scottish Gaelic people, but Tim Gerard Reynolds is Scottish, right?
Well, I don't know, but I feel like he's doing an Irish accent.
Yeah, that's what I feel like. It's Irish because he's kind of got like that it's like that high pitch uppity, not uppity, but you know what I'm talking about. It's like it's not
Hell
rugged.
Diver of Lycos.
Yeah, it's not rugged like Scottish, but it's
I see
more,
what you're saying.
Yeah.
more little whimsical.
Scottish is like, I don't know.
I'm ready to choke a bear and toss a
Brave
stack of lumber.
Yeah. So I do think
Punch
it's,
you right in the gob.
Yeah.
and that's just another, thing that I applaud Tim Gerard Reynolds is like he's able to switch accents in the middle of the book. And one of my favorite parts is when the whole time he's just been an Irish accent, and then Darrow's going through his transformation, and they're like, are you even listening to us? Like, and then he's just goes straight to a
just
gold
changes
accent.
Yeah.
To the he's
mode.
like,
Change to the Orient accent.
and he's just like
Hi,
prime
Ringo.
Goodman.
Prime.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that is tough. Yeah, having to switch between accents like that. Well done. Yeah, he is good. He is a prime example of like a perfectly chosen narrator for a book. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he would be my pick for my books for sure to narrate my books. But yeah, let's talk about the carving. Then kind of the next thing that happens in this book. In my head, I'm like, this is like a fantasy, like a nerd fantasy where you just like go somewhere and they like give you upgrades and you come out like a super soldier, like Captain America. You go in like a fat, slow, weak person, or like small, skinny, scrawny, and then you come out with Captain America.
Unlike Captain America, not such an easy process, right? Considering that
it
what the
sounded
carving
like
was
it was a
described
very
as,
brutal
right?
and morbid process, which once again, I really got to applaud Pierce Brown's character work here because Mickey and Mateo, I remember them so well, and they are such a small part in the beginning.
Oh, yeah.
But Mickey just, with his like flowery, flamboyant, just artsy fartsy talk all the time. Just be like, I had a dream about you once. I dreamed that I made a god. And he's just like, has this vision and sounds so spectacular. And he's just treating Darrow like this art project, this magnum opus of his. And then you have Mateo just telling him how stupid he is and just hammering in everything. Like that one part he said, he's just talking about all the linguistics that the gold have, and the Darrow just transforms
Shifts
right there.
into
Just
it.
goes, yeah, I was listening. I can do this.
Yeah.
Which that was also some great world building, which I guess you could say is kind of exposition. But this is how you know that Pierce Brown's a really good writer, because the golden rule: show, don't tell. He makes a good argument for tell, don't show in this book, because I am at the edge of my seat just salivating with all the exposition.
I know, right? It's like, how can he make all of this exposition so interesting?
Which the golds, like what you learn about the golds from him being carved in his training.
I think it's sorry, go ahead.
I think the golds were a great, like, oppressive society. Like, imagine dictators who are history fanatics, who study history so they don't want to repeat it. That's the golds. They see, okay, this is what makes an empire fall. Like, Darrow learns basically, they don't want to be slaves to their appetites, to their passions.
Yeah.
Like, he's taught, yes, when you're given a fish, eat only 20% to show that the fish is good, but
leave
you
only
with
20%.
this fork.
Leave only 20%. So that way you know that the fish was good, but you're not a slave to your appetite. Like, it sounds so crazy. And you're just like, wow, these golds are a freak of nature kind of deal.
I think that's where he succeeds in being able to tell and not necessarily show completely, because he is world building, right? He is. We are understanding the characters and like these races and building this society. Like with Mickey and Mateo, you learn to understand who the purples are and why they're the carvers, and who the pinks are, and like Darrow talks about punching Mateo and like dislocating his shoulder, and he's like, I don't realize like how powerful I was as a gold.
Strong.
Being turned into a gold, and like how weak the pinks are, right? How fragile they were, because the pinks are like the prostitutes of society. I don't know explain this.
They are the paid Yeah, I don't know how to say it other
they're
than
literally
prostitute.
just the prostitutes.
Although, is that a word you can say online? Do we have to edit that out?
I think we're all right.
Oh, okay.
We'll see.
I guess we're not getting monetized anyways.
But yeah, it is interesting because I think you do see that there's also different levels within gold society. You know, there's golds that do eat the whole fish. But if you want to be the highest gold,
yeah, there's the iron
you stop
golds.
at 20%.
There's that's something that, you know, you don't get. I didn't get, at least until, you know, he's on the shuttle and he's meeting where you see Severo for the first time. You see Julian and all of them. Well, I think Cassius is already there when they're at the shuttle because Julian's like, my brother's already there. Probably
That's right.
Primus of his house. Like, you see that. Oh, I thought the golds were supposed to be like these all about self-mastery and just being a god. And then you have Severo who's making your mom jokes just right out of the get-go. And you're like, that doesn't sound very golden. Which we are going to talk about Severo a lot.
Well, he does meet Cassius
him.
at the test, right?
Oh, yes.
And Cassius talks about going. He's like, I just had to get this over with so I can go and like sleep with a bunch of women and go party.
Yeah. So obviously a slave to appetite, but at the same time, they are like, 17, 18-year-olds. They're still teenagers. So like no amount of discipline is going to completely rectify, you know, those biological urges that adolescence
still
just
human
brings.
beyond
they're
the
still
gold.
human.
It's almost like they tried to teach Darrow to be like the ultimate, and then like he can take it back a little as he like.
Which I was so relieved to see for Darrow, because I was like, you know, they really sell it as like, yeah, you got to be like this. There's no slip ups otherwise, because you know you're going into the belly of the beast, and you know that's a very tense situation. Like any spy movie that's like that, I'm always like putting myself in there. I'm like, I would die. Have you seen me play poker? I'm terrible. But yeah, it's like when he's meeting other golds that are his age, you're like, okay, the stakes aren't as high as I thought. Okay, I think he can fit in all right. And you know, like he's meeting who we find out Mustang later on when he's falling off a pony and everything. And
I love how he's like, he constantly talking, I'm just terrified of horses, right?
He's so scared of horses.
That's like the little red in him coming out. Even though he's this massive gold person now, it's like he's still terrified of horses.
Yeah. It's so cool though, because we are in his head. You know, you see him kind of work through these things, like when him and Cassius are going back and forth, where Cassius is like, you must have studied until your eyes bled. And he's like, he's like, you studied? And he's like, oh crap.
Yeah, he's doing that kind of banter that you do in like the mines. Yeah, you know, that's total blue collar talk. Just be like, yeah, I'm gonna diss you, you're gonna diss me, kind of thing. Don't dish out what you can't take.
It's a different world.
And then he just learns. He's like, oh crap, I better say, I'm just joking.
Yeah, like I'm gonna take this back. Like, nah, just kidding. I could have had more fun like you, because it sounds like I could have done the same and got the same score.
Yeah.
Really, the you learn like Priam, who's like the gold. He's the example of the pinnacle gold, right? He's the one that Darrow's supposed to become like, but Darrow, like you said, learns he can kind of step back from that. He's not supposed to be Priam. He's meant to kind of fit in some range there.
Yeah. And boy, I mean, we bring up Priam. We got to talk about, I know it comes up later. You find out that Severo's the one that got matched up with Priam, but how freaking awesome is that?
Let's address the passage.
Yeah. Oh, man. Talk about brutal, like, society.
Now, when you guys read this, were you expecting that? Were you expecting them to be thrown in a room like that and the culling happen?
Yeah. No, I wasn't. I'm trying to remember the first time I read, but
I was like, who did? What?
Yeah. When I was expecting this more towards the end, I was like, from what I know, it's like Hunger Games and Ender's Game, so I'm expecting there's going to be a whole group of people, and then there's going to be two at the end. Oh, sorry about that. There's going to be two at the end, and that kind of setup's going to happen later on. It's just going to be two of them and one weapon, and last one standing wins. But no, we're just starting off right off the get-go, you know?
Literally cutting 50% of the Institute away instantly. like straight up kill him. So
Yeah.
talk about a crazy start.
Well, Fitchner, one of the lines hits really hard. He's like, Darrow asks about like how many of the golds can be killed, and Fitchner's just like, oh, we're well below the quality of control limit, and it's like, oh my gosh, that really sets up for the cruelty of the society. Even amongst the golds, it's like they have a culling.
I mean, you see how the proctors sit back and allow anything to happen, like rape and murder and torture.
Cannibalism.
Yeah, cannibalism. They just allow it, which is so crazy to think this is where the golds are at. This is how they've become the high society. They've become just such a brutal society.
Darrow literally says, because he notices all this, he's like, this is why gold rules. Like, this is why they usurped all the other colors, because they've been willing to face these, and they are the powerful ones.
They've been willing to, like, separate the wheat from the tares. They only keep the best. Like, Fitchner's response was, like you said, like, we're well below the rate. Like, he brings up how the Spartans would kill like 10% of their babies, and 30% they'd throw into the wilderness. He's like, this is what's happened in history, and Spartans are the ones who beat Athena, who believed in democracy, which the Gold's hate for democracy I thought was such a great way to make them look evil. Just like the lie of democracy that all are equal.
All men
are
not created
equal. Which, man.
Just talk about this first line of this book. It's so good.
Yeah, that's just exactly what you start with. Oh my gosh. Ooh, it's so good.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But yeah, the passage definitely was brutal. But it's just so fun and cool that you find out later that Severo was the one that took out the golden boy.
Yep.
Well, Severo is my favorite character.
It just it's so cruel, right? Because like the point is that they put the weak with the strong, and they based it off of scores and everything. And Julian was placed with Darrow, which you see as like such a cruel moment, because Julian's like this nice little kid.
Yeah, he's such a nice guy. Yeah. He's like, oh hi. He's like, he likes to show off that he knows Darrow. He's like, I'm with the cool kids. Like, I'm so in. And he's from a high family and everything, and it's like, too bad this guy scored better on you.
It's crazy.
But then Severo, right, who's this trash talking little squirt, they could nickname him Goblin. Yeah, like his literal dad nicknames him Goblin.
That was such a crazy revelation to me.
Right. And you just realize, like, Fitchner's trying to do everything to protect his son, but he's put in this arena, and Severo comes out of it, and you just see it proved throughout the rest of the book. Severo is the boss, and I want to make a comparison. I think this is why it's compared to Ender's Game a lot, because Severo is kind of the bean to Darrow's Ender, right?
Yeah. Literally, kind of just almost like a Deus Ex Machina character, where he's like
he pops
making up for Darrow's shortcomings.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a common theme with a lot of fantasy and fiction, like the best friend, the right hand guy, like the guy who helps out the main character so much that you cannot fathom the main character succeeding without him. Obviously, Samwise with Frodo. You have
Ron
with
and
Ender.
Hermione with Harry.
Hermione carried that team. One in Ron, dude. Harry with Hermione. So, and like Severo for Darrow is just. That's probably why they end up being the favorites, is because they are just so invaluable and they just continue.
Loyal.
Yeah, loyalty. That is such a great trait. And they just continue to surprise you and surpass your expectations with what they're able to do for the person you're in the headspace of all the time, which I think you and I had a discussion kind of on Facebook about like how the main character is usually never the best character, but probably the main character's best friend is always the is always like the favorite character.
That's right.
Because I'm like, Frodo is a great character, but you never hear anyone say he's their favorite character. It's always Gandalf, Sam or Aragorn. It's like, and you never hear Harry being people's favorites. It's always Fred and George, Hermione, Hagrid, Dumbledore kind of thing, which you know, we're in the headspace of Harry all the time. We get sick of him.
Yeah.
All the time. Like, I want to follow Fred and George. I want to know what they're doing. Who cares about saving the world?
No kidding.
But with Darrow, luckily, I never felt like I was sick of him because, you know, he had a lot of inner drama, and his cause and his dedication really like sold me and wanted me to hang out with him. But oh man, he
learns. He's a character that learns. He grows. Like the instance with like you said with Cassius, you know, he learns like how to adjust in a moment, and even in like in the what do you call it, the school, the institute, the arena. Like he goes from one kind of mentality and he's able to shift to that other one. Granted, you know, he has to go through quite the process to get there, but it's like you have a character that you feel is growing and progressing with you through this book. And good.
It is definitely interesting to see the themes change. You know, like Darrow starts off kind of with the mindset of revenge and like just matching their brutality, Gold's brutality. And then, you know, he kind of makes that switch after Mustang helps him, and he switches to that mindset of more justice. And, you know,
it literally is the thesis of how to win friends and influence people. Is like when he's finally with Mustang and he's going through the second process, or the second like gathering of like teammates and whatnot.
You could say once he's with Mustang, that's like the bottom of the circle in the hero's journey, you know, the death, and now he's in like, you know, the rebirth process, because you see him struggle being Primus like right off the bat. Like, you know, he had to administer justice to Titus, and we are
completely divided.
Yeah. Which
Antonia and Titus come in.
Oh man, just like I gotta say, let's back up a bit. Once the games actually happen and, you know, they're placed in their castles and everything, talk about such a fascinating, like, I was so happy to technically be a fly on the wall for this whole kind of thing. Like, you know, all of Castle Mars, you know, they have the discussion, one of us has to be a leader in order for us to, you know, to get going. And like, it's just so, it's so like captivating, the politics that's going on with just what's being said. You know, you have Antonia being so cunning and sly with her words that, you know, you got Severo just, I say not Antonia, she's a bitch. Just getting out of there. Like, just curt and to the point right of leaving. And like Titus just showing might is right kind of thing. Like you get a feel for all their world.
He's the one who originally brags for killing Priam. Who makes everyone thinks he did.
And then
manipulated.
And then Cassius all about
killed Julian.
Oh yeah, that's there are so many plots and subplots in this book that, which I really appreciate, that are not too overly complicated. Like every time I hear there's a lot of plots and subplots to the story, I get a little nervous because I do not consider myself like this intellectual extraordinaire to be able to like play 5D chess kind of thing, you know? Like, so when I hear that, I'm usually scared, but I was able to follow along really well. And the stuff I didn't catch, but I caught on the second read, it obviously didn't hurt my overall experience of my first read. I loved it so much. I read it again, which, you know, that's part of the enrichment of the book. But, you know, to have them all just discuss how they all want to be Primus was so great. And then just to see the collapse of their castle because they cannot decide in fighting.
Which is so interesting because really there is only one winner out of the whole institute. It doesn't matter what, like your house doesn't win. It's one winner, one person. And so that's why it's just so crazy that it initially starts with a battle between the house itself rather than houses battling each other. So, to your point, I think
and you basically have to, amongst the rest of the golds who are taught they are the cream of the crop, you have to work with them to be the leader.
You now have to find, you have to become the creamiest of crop.
All these golds are never just submit to anybody. And
they've all been told that they're the leaders. You know,
they have to submit at some point, or they have to force their way to be leader.
Yeah, it's it's like raising a whole generation of people, telling them you're meant to be the one that changes the world all the time, and you put them in the same like place to say, okay, only one of you can change the world. Go for it. And it's sometimes I feel like we see that today. I feel like too many people had their moms tell them, you're going to change the world someday. Yes, you will, but it's going to be a much smaller deed than you think. Gandalf's speech in the Hobbit movie, that's what you want to be. Anyway, let's not talk about the Hobbit. I'm going to get us totally off topic if we do that.
Here's something I want to, did you guys notice? I actually didn't notice until this read that when Darrow first meets Titus, you get all the signs that he's a red.
Yeah.
Do you guys notice that?
Yeah, I definitely notice it more and more when I read.
Like when he first meets him, he gets Titus's hand, and he talks about how Titus has such a grip, right? And Darrow the entire time, always talking about how his grip is good, his fingers dexterity, right? And yeah, he talks about how Titus's grip almost crushed his grip.
And there's moments where Titus is not like acting completely like a gold as well.
Yeah, Darrow usually mentions whenever Titus talks how he has disdain in his voice. How there's this like anger and like disdain for and normally he kind of plays that off. Oh, Titus is just an arrogant gold, but then of course you learn later Titus is another red that's been transformed into a gold, and it's like, oh, that makes sense.
Titus
that's why he has
like
disdain.
The fail-safe of the sons
Titus
of
is basically the case study of what if Darrow just didn't focus like he did, like he
let his revenge.
Yeah, he just let his revenge take, which I thought was so great. And like you mentioned, hiding those clues in plain sight. Praise be to Pierce Brown for that. Good job, man. Like hiding those clues in plain sight was awesome. He does it all over this book. And just Titus's like journey of like, becoming the big antagonist of the infighting to being Darrow's first test of administering justice and finding out he's a red.
And when he says that he became gold and ends up killing a red as a gold, and he's like the conflict within him.
Yeah,
he
became something that EO would not recognize. Like that was his biggest fear. And like once again, Pierce Brown with the one sentence that carries like all the emotions, all the description, where he says, after Titus is dead, he says, "I loved him, but not until he was. I loved him, but not until he was dead." And it's like, oh my gosh, like the sentences that Pierce Brown just puts at the end of things to encapsulate all the feelings. He does such a good job with it. I am just in love with his writing style. He's so good.
good.
And it's genius. And this is something is it Jim Thayer that does the podcast? He mentioned he talked about like swearing in books and how like swearing is kind of like lost its popularity in books, that a lot of new authors will like create their own curse words, like in this one it's
Slag.
bloody,
Gory.
slag, gory.
Which I loved slag because that's a curse word they had in Beast Wars too. So like I was like all for that.
I wonder if we got that from it. That'd be funny.
It really is such
a fan of Beast Wars.
Such a clever move to have like the reds, their curse is bloody, and then the golds is gory, and then Titus just dropping bloody.
Yeah.
You know, just
Darrow like
in front of the only person who would recognize that. In front of the only person who would just immediately recognize that, which that was like a great revelation for my first time. I was like, oh my gosh.
Wait a minute.
There are other reds. Now you're starting to think, are there other reds in this institute right now?
So did you recognize it when he said bloody or when he said sling blade?
I recognized him when he said sling blade.
Oh, yeah? You're like, oh my gosh, he's a red.
Yeah.
And then confirmed with the bloody.
Yeah. I think I first, when I heard bloody, and then I like thinking back, I'm like, wait, he said sling blade too?
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, I want to say I probably missed the sling blade my first time through, but that was a great twist for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was great. And let's talk about how
They do hint at it a little bit because they talk about how there were failed attempts to turn reds into gold. So
Once again, Pierce Brown just dropping those clues right in your face.
Yeah, it's definitely
So crazy.
dismissive because they mention how like they didn't survive the carving and stuff, but it makes sense that maybe some did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense that they would send as many people in there as possible.
Yeah.
But it's not heavily implied that that's what they're doing, so you don't expect it too much, which is really great.
Yeah. Great leading and hinting, foreshadowing.
Yeah, I mean, we got to talk about some of when Darrow does become Priam and he's leading
Primus?
Mars. Oh yeah, Primus, not Priam. Yeah,
Priam's dead.
Priam is
Priam
dead.
was going to be Primus.
But yeah, I mean, the battle scenes in this, or at least the setup for the battles,
Oh man, the
are so good.
tactics
Yeah,
are
the
so-
tactics, exactly.
This is probably why I'm probably going to put Red Rising as somewhat a little better than Ender's Game, just because they have medieval battles like classic, and they have a medieval setting, which
Like a duel between Pax and Darrow.
Darrow.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, we'll
But
talk
then
about Pax. I
Sal
love Pax
Dalamanus.
too.
and then the howlers
Alamanus.
cutting their ways out of the dead horses.
Oh man, yeah. So,
my
let's
gosh.
talk about how he becomes Primus and like dethrones Minerva. It is so good.
Yeah.
It was very cathartic.
The whole
like
setup.
the pieces there. Like first they meet Mustang, right? Which this was like one of the funniest moments for me and made me just almost fall in love with Severo when Cassius and Darrow are stuck in the lake while Minerva's just waiting for them to get out.
Yeah.
And they're just shivering cold and
It's just chilling.
and Severo just saves him in his wolf skin and everything with his howlers. And they're like, what are you doing? And he just tells them like, yeah, I took our standard. It's buried. There's no way they're going to take it. And he's just saying how he just had he's been doing his own thing, which they've mentioned they see him like jumping in the woods like he's on hallucinogens.
Has he been waking off in the woods?
Yeah, exactly. They're like,
Masturbating.
he's just wanking off in the woods. And he even says to him, what'd you think I was doing? Just wanking off in the bushes. And like they're both like,
Well,
yeah,
yes.
kind of. Yeah. Which I'm like, it was so funny because it reminded me like, these are still teenagers. Because they're like, yeah, that's exactly what we thought you were doing.
Oh yeah.
Man, I had to pause the audiobook because I was just laughing so hard. Because, Severo, just little Severo as well. Just, what do you think I was doing? Just wanking off in the woods? I get stuff done. They're just like,
He's actually playing the game.
Yeah, they're just all honest. Like, we thought that's exactly what you were doing.
Cassius putting her around. I'm glad you're here.
I'm glad you're here, Goblin.
Yeah.
Don't you
So-
love how all the nicknames that Cassius gave to everyone at the very beginning is like what everyone is known by? It's like, well, crap, I guess I'm Thistle now.
Yeah.
Yeah, pebble, weed, thistle. Yeah, but then they go with Severo and all his howlers to Minerva Castle, and they're in disguise and they're just infiltrating, and it's so cool how they just go in there, they take their horses, they take their standard, and they go over to their castle and just see it under siege by Minerva, and you got Pax just being the titan that he is, just shouting his name, happy to do what he does, and just bear hugging Darrow, and Darrow taking a page out of Severo's book, being scrappy as ever, just going right for his grapes as many times as he can. Like,
yeah.
oh my gosh, it's so good. You see, like, and that's where you get like the great. Am I talking too much? I feel like I'm talking too much.
Go for it.
I feel that's where you
good
get Darrow's speech or like mini monologue to Mustang about like it's kind of like his first thesis statement of what the Institute is, where it's like, because they're like, you need to bring Titus to justice. He raped one of our people, and he's like, what would you do if he did it to a red? Nothing. We're all reds here. The test here is that we are put into chaos and we're
straight up.
supposed to make order.
It's cruelty, and the cruelest wins, basically. Yeah.
Yep, and it was that one was such a heavy hitter for me. I was like, oh my gosh, just spitting these big brain moves here, which I was like, oh my gosh, the Institute is teaching him something. This is crazy. And then the whole administering justice was like his first failed test as Primus. Yeah. Which he was like, what did you guys think about that scene? Like I said, I think I'm talking too much. What did you guys think about that scene?
Where he gives Cassius the chance to
avenge his brother.
Yeah, it's interesting dynamic because you have Roke, who is kind of essentially the voice of reason, right? They call him the poet.
Yeah, he's the poet.
He's the poetic one, and his disappointment in Darrow for how he played this, and Darrow's obviously just trying to do the best he can to get as much loyalty as he can, or as much fear as he can, right? To make it seem like he is the justice dealer, but. I mean, it's hard to say, right? Because in Darrow's mind, he wants to cement to Cassius that Titus is the one who killed Julian, right? So Darrow's trying to do the best in, ministering justice, but also appearing, loyal to his most powerful companion, who has essentially given up his attempt at getting Primus. For Darrow, right?
At this point, this is the first time you see Cassius being somewhat humble.
I honestly don't know how I would approach it. I probably would have done the same thing. I would have, given it to Cassius.
I would have given it because, like you said, I want to make him believe that, he killed your brother. Do it.
He knows Cassius is he is a killer. Cassius was bred and trained to be a killer. Like he talks about all the skills and things. And Cassius even talks about being able to duel and taking out people with his dueling, right?
Yeah.
And even witnessing, he talks about just how fearful he becomes of Cassius after Cassius kills Titus, even though Titus is talked about as an extremely strong gold, right?
Yeah, because Titus, he's definitely more the brawler. Cassius is the surgeon.
Yeah.
He's got that dueling.
Yeah, he's got the finesse and the athleticism.
In a battle, Titus would be the one you'd want, but in a one-on-one duel, Cassius has got it.
Yeah, because I mentioned how he made short work of Titus with the long blades, and just how Cassius just effortlessly killed him and just was able to do a whole Inigo Montoya thing, just announce his revenge
for
and
Julian.
This is for Julian. Yeah. And oh man, but that does lead us to one of the coolest scenes where they take the castle Minerva, where he gets an alliance with House Diana, which I was like, oh, very clever. He uses kind of the food to do it for them, to motivate them, and then the whole they have dead horses out there because didn't Cassius meet Minerva's troops out there beforehand? And
there was a battle beforehand.
Yeah, they had a little skirmish, so there's just dead horses sitting out there. And then Diana's and the Howlers are all stitched inside these dead horses. Yeah. And you have Pax dueling Darrow, which,
one-on-one duel
with a titan of
what do I call it? The standards.
Yeah, for the standards. And you have Pax, this titan, who I believe he's described as 7 feet tall.
Yeah,
he's almost the gold equivalent of an obsidian, right? Because the obsidians are meant to be these massive, hulking creatures.
Yeah, which you find out he trained with obsidians for a bit, and that's captivating as it is. But then Minerva has their gates open anyway, just so they can send out backup as soon as possible. And then you hear the howls rising from these corpses of horses, and you just see them coming out like zombified demons. Yeah. And I was like, ooh, this book is so for me. This is amazing.
Oh yeah,
just terrifying.
What's going on? Just the psychological factor of that. Oh my gosh, I was so hooked at that part. It was so good.
Don't you love all of Darrow's disses on Pax? Oh, it's a little girl talking. Setting up the moment.
Pax. It sounds like you sound like a little girl.
Your balls.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Just the characters as short, short in their appearances can be, the build up of the characters is just fantastic. You just Pax is really hardly in the book at all, but you just love
I
him.
love
as
Pax though.
who
Yeah.
he is.
It's such a good character. It's like later on, he talks about his laugh being so like girlish, which is hilarious to think about. That this giant barbarian titan laughs like a little girl and is just kind of like just a happy guy, but
Yeah.
he's just a beast on the battlefield.
Oh yeah. Or like when he's telling stories by the fire, Darrow remarks of like how vibrant he is in telling stories, and like him and Mustang are like holding back laughs as he's talking about Helga, like describing all her proportions, and they're just looking at him, just
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, the character, he really does really good with the characters. You're right. There are a ton of characters, but he gives them enough screen time to where, you know, you do fall in love with them. You get to know them a little bit better. Even like the Jackal. The Jackal in the book, like when you
They
see
build
him,
his
is
menace.
so small.
Yeah.
But you hear rumors about him. And you
Oh,
hear
just
a little
how
bit
he's
here,
brought up.
a little bit there.
It's so crazy.
He's built up to be like this big character. And so, yeah, the character development, I think he does really good with.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, just how they make legends of themselves. Like obviously the Jackal, and you know it's being brought up by Lilith, who is just emotionless, bones in her hair clattering. To be like, the Jackal has sent me. He has this gift for you, for Cassius. And it's just, like, you know, it's like sending some shaman or witch to like send a curse. Like, I love the psychological tactics that they do. And, you know,
I didn't come here to speak to you.
yeah.
Yeah.
And just the name, the Jackal, is terrifying because, like, the Jackal's not known as like the best predator, but, you know, Egyptian mythology hailed them, and obviously Anubis's head, the god of, he's not the god of death, he's the god of the afterlife.
Yeah, passages
Passages
to
into
the
the-
preparation for the afterlife.
into the afterlife, and so obviously there's some mysticism to a jackal and everything.
Yeah, jackals, the scavengers of the dead,
And
yeah,
like
they're
the more you
yeah.
hear about him too, like obviously Severo tries to get him, and you find out how the jackal was cornered, caved, and everything, and you know they make the metaphor of how a jackal would bite its own leg off in order to escape a trap. Well, trapped his own people in there, and there's the cannibalism that you brought up earlier, Greg, which you're like, this is horrifying. A guy who has, to quote Thanos, the hardest choices require the strongest wills, and this is a guy who wants to win so bad he's willing to eat his own students.
No moral qualms whatsoever, just in his character, and
yeah.
they build it up to be like, this is a character who, like would literally chew their own leg off.
Yeah, exactly. And then you find out that the game is rigged. You know that they are. You know, he's the arch governor's son. And they're pushing for him to win.
The man
Giving
killed
him
Darrow's
all
wife.
his means.
Yeah,
to
they're getting
win.
paid to have him win, which, like, you know, I was kind of like, Darrow summed it up perfectly. He's like, oh, the society's corrupt. Like, it's no longer a meritocracy. It's more based on pedigree than it is on anything else, which he makes mention several times, like, with Fitchner, he's like, he could have been much greater, but his pedigree wouldn't allow it, kind of thing. Like, if you don't have the right family, because you see Cassius always throwing his name Bologna, which
And
half the
Tactus.
time I was like,
My
how's
family goes
Bologna?
back to the original. What does he call him?
Tactus, the Iron Gold.
The Iron Golds.
Yes.
Who forged the society.
Oh man, yeah, Tactus. I had
Yeah.
mixed feelings about him
talk
too.
about a character who represents the corruptness, exactly, in the society, where he literally, he's like, I can get away with anything because of my standing, my position, who my family is.
Which Tactus was a great show of how Darrow grew as a leader, because he failed administering justice to Titus, who did the same thing that Tactus was doing. Tactus was going to, like, I don't know if I'm allowed, grape a SA, a fellow student, and Darrow had to administer justice this time, and it's so cool how he lashes him, and then he gets lashed himself to show that, you know, you do something stupid like that, you're not hurting
Puts
yourself.
the lash in Tactus's hand.
Yeah, and then he
Now
takes
me.
it out and says, "Give it to Pax. You're swinging
Yeah.
like a little girl,"
Yeah.
showing that he's not trying to give
Oh,
himself
yeah.
an easy, which really pays off because Pax mentions it to one of the proctors. He's like, "Will you let me whip you like Reaper did?"
Yeah.
It cements himself
I'll do whatever
as
you say if you
their
let me
leader.
do that.
Yeah.
It's it was so good. Oh man.
Yeah. It's, he learned that having people follow you by force is not the way. Having people follow you by dedication or love, that is what will truly win you the prize.
Yeah.
There's something that we just talking about the what we were talking about with the jackal and the game being rigged. I wonder if you guys noticed. I just noticed it this last time that I read through, where he's talking with Fitchner, and he's like, he kind of found out that the game's rigged, and he's talking about the jackal. He says, so this kid is what? A predestined Alexander, a Caesar, a Genghis, a Wigan?
Yeah.
I thought that was like a little reference to Ender's Game.
So you guys caught it too?
My thought was like, wait, is that a reference to Ender's Game?
Yeah.
Straight up.
Great Easter egg, by the way.
Yep.
Which,
A Wigan?
kudos to Pierce Brown having the humility to show honor to the people. Like, obviously Ender's Game, kind of like Ocarina of Time, Ender's Game walked so Red Rising could just run and soar, kind of thing, which, kudos to him for noticing the greats and paying homage to them.
Yeah, I like how it is almost like a history for them too. It's like that book has withstood, thousands of years, and Ender is now an example of like a conqueror, right? Yeah,
and of like good leadership and the gold standard of what a leader should be.
yeah, exactly.
I thought that was great.
Oh yeah,
For sure. So
Now, how did you guys feel when? Oh man, the moment that kills me is so Cassius is given the tape from Lilith, and you learn later that Cassius wasn't going to watch it.
yeah,
Right?
oh man,
He was so dedicated. He had to Darrow in their friendship, and even though there was that suspicion within him, he wasn't going to watch it. And it wasn't until Darrow sent Severo
to try
get
and
the
steal
tape.
it.
Yeah, it's like in that moment. You feel it because Darrow wasn't quite there, right? So he had to have this humbling experience. He had to basically, experience this death. But what did you guys think about that?
Well, it's a great example of one often meets his destiny on the road he chooses to avoid it.
Yeah,
It was so good. Like, because, we are fallible, and, you try to let that fear be snuffed out. You try to hide lies. It ultimately comes out in the end. And it made me so sad because, Cassius was dedicated to Darrow, and that friendship they had was at least real for Darrow and earned, So it did make me a little crestfallen for Darrow and for Cassius that it just had to end so bad for him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I wonder, what would have happened if Darrow maybe just, owned up to it, from the get-go. He's just like, Cassius, I killed your brother. I had to. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
Type
Yeah,
thing.
you know how the passage is. It's not
What
like
it-
I'm going to just let him kill me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that because he tried to hide it and he lied about it, that's why it was such a betrayal to Cassius.
He does kind of mention that. He's like, it's because you hit it. It's how you killed
It's
him.
how you killed him.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you sent Severo to try and steal it, to hide it from me.
Like he didn't trust Cassius to be his friend. Yeah. Which was a betrayal to Cassius. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But I still just love Severo. He doesn't even question it. He's just
Oh, man.
what does he
so
say? It's like, read you loud and loud and clear reap.
It's something like that. And Darrow's like, I have no idea what I did to deserve such loyalty. But yeah, Severo, I feel like he is the MVP of this whole journey. Which he's he was the one that taught me, like, there's diversity in the golds, because he mentions he's ugly, he's short, like these are supposed to be
he's khaki.
Gods. Yeah,
his teeth are khaki.
Yeah, these are supposed to be gods, the epitome of evolution, and yet he's the goblin. Was sent to be just chaff for Prima, but he's scrappy. He's adaptable.
He's the only one that knows how to make fire. He's he's
literally
thriving
killed a wolf with his teeth.
while everybody is starving.
He's just and he's just making his own plans, like stealing the standard and burying it in the woods. Yeah, no one else can steal the standard, because that's what you need to make slaves. And you learn. And
I would be exactly like Darrow, like, oh, I should have thought of that.
I know, right? Just like, dang, I'm so stupid.
Why didn't I think of that?
Now tell me, Derek, is there a person that Severo reminds you of?
Oh yeah, Bibba Chad, if you're watching this, I love you, man.
Yeah, Sam Bibba.
Sam Bibba.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, what a legend. But yeah, he's just willing to do, like, he sleeps in the dead horses. He's willing to become like anything he needs to be to do what Darrow wants. And in fact, when he finds out that Darrow was like killed by the jackal, as Cassius told him, he doesn't even quit. He goes after the jackal, ends up losing his eye because of it.
Yeah.
And then
Straight up.
like, just to have him just to have him show back up when he they trap the bear and in the moment of need, and to hear him just talking with Tactus. Well, if it isn't my old belly buddy, because they're in the horses' bellies together and just doing your mom jokes with him.
Oh yeah,
and just to have him up there in Olympus when they're taking on the Proctors, and he follows Darrow while he's fighting Jupiter. And he just noticed, Darrow's like, oh, my shadow. And he just
he knows
Severo's there. And his shortness just comes in clutch because he hits Jupiter. And Jupiter's like, I'm fighting a dude 2 feet too high. And it just gets freaking owned by an invisible Severo. I'm like, oh my gosh, I love this man. I love Severo.
Now, do you think there would be as much success if there was like a Ender Shadow, if there was like a Darrow Shadow book, where it was
just the
Severo's story?
It's just point of view of Severo's.
I would love that. Yeah, that would be so good.
Hopefully they skip the winking in the bushes part. But
well, I just love how they describe seeing him out in his wolf skin. It looks like he's on hallucinogens. Just
the other wolves are following him because they killed the pack leader.
I'm just seeing this little guy in this wolf cloak.
His observations on everyone else, how everyone is just so stupid, falling into all the traps.
But it's great because he's kind of like the trendsetter. Like at the end, when Darrow builds his army, they all have wolf clubs. They all howl. They all follow kind of the same theme.
Well, he takes all the dregs and he turns them into the supreme crew, the howlers. Yeah, yeah, exactly. I mean, it's the example of taking the best qualities and magnifying them in everyone, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Severo, man.
Oh, man.
Fantastic.
Severo is the GOAT. I love Severo. But I also love Pax, just because, the fact that he's so huge, a wolf cloak wouldn't fit him. He needs a whole bear to fit him. And just
a genetically modified bear.
And just his Pax au Talamanus. Just saying the same thing over
shouting
and
his
over.
Name into battle.
He is just this titan of a man who is just so layered. The more scenes he's in, like we said, he's a vibrant storyteller. He has an eye for the thick ladies. He's just got a girlish laugh.
Which makes his...
And he is just loyal to the core. Once you earn his loyalty, you keep it. And just how he's willing to trash talk the jackal and just saying, man, I've had bigger poops than this guy.
Now, were you guys? I totally was not expecting the moment of the Jackal's actual appearance.
I did not see it.
Yeah.
Did you see it?
I did not see
I
it
was
coming.
like, and I mean the fact that Darrow like had prepared for this, and then he points out all the things he notices and how he knew like this had to be the Jackal. It's like, whoo.
Such a cool moment. Yeah, once like the Jackal tries to pull his hands away, and he's just like, "I'm faster." Boom.
Yep. Bam.
Ooh.
Oh, and then he like gets his beer mug, just
Hammers it in.
Oh my
gosh.
God. And then the
But
coldness.
so good.
The best part about it is the Jackal was just like freaking out at first, and then he's just like, just
Oh
calm.
my gosh.
So that's just like such a good like villain trope.
It gave me Hannibal Lecter vibes, you
Yeah,
know? Because
straight
like
up.
when you see that movie, you see all the crazies that you're passing by, and then you just see Hannibal
Yeah.
posed, standing there, just looking at you.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, yeah. The Jackal is just this
Derek,
psycho.
you're gonna love the other books.
I know. I'm like holding my tongue. I'm like, can't say that.
Please, please don't, please don't.
But I will
man.
say, there is a theme of like what Darrow surrounds himself with. You know, it's like
Well, I think just the people who are attracted to Darrow too. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
they almost just like make up his shortcomings in a way. So I'm excited for you.
Well, yeah,
I'll just say
Severo is obviously making up for his shortcomings with Jupiter and like everywhere else. Like,
Shortcoming. That's our stakes are high joke.
a little joke there.
hey, that was our most successful reel. Don't be dogging on it.
Yeah,
But why did Pax have to die?
I know.
Why couldn't he have been saved?
It really though gives you the hate you need for the Jackal, because you don't have enough of the Jackal like actually on screen to where you're like,
Right. Yeah.
why do I
He
hate this
shows up.
character?
Yeah, like
At
when
the
he's
end.
just he's a small guy and he's insane with the knife in the hand, but like I haven't seen him do anything terrible. We heard about the cannibalism, but he like made it sound like I do what it takes to win, which I'm like, well, these people have done a lot of
Anything.
terrible things, so he's not much different.
Yeah.
But have him kill Pax, especially the way he killed Pax.
After Pax was like the one who showed mercy on him.
Yeah, he was
like,
tired
here,
of-
take the iron weapon.
It'll be
So,
much quicker.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, definitely just a necessary but unwanted death for sure.
Oh, that was a death that did.
Right, it does
have me
cement
feel-
it.
That had me it hit me in the feels, because you have Darrow just weeping, my Titan. He will never, be into battle. He'll never lead a battalion. He'll never hold his weapon up high in victory. And it's just like, oh, Pax, you would have been a legend.
Yeah.
You would have been the thing that no one wanted to see on the battlefield. But alas, he's gone. And oh man, although part of me wanted, the Jackal says he's more of a political in that scene earlier. Part of me wished
When he's bribing Darrow.
yeah.
Yeah.
Part of me wished, as soon as you heard that he was political, that Darrow would be like, yeah, I don't like politics, and just cut out his tongue. I'll be like, oh, that would have been so cool. Like when I was reading that first, I'm like, oh yeah, cut out his tongue. That'd be so cool.
Oh man, yeah. Talk about an enemy you do not give an inch to, right? Because
'Cause he
literally
did.
he gives, he's like, all right, cut off your hand. You think he's weakening, right? But then as soon as he gets the sword, all of a sudden he becomes the most dangerous person in the room, and literally takes out the strongest person. Darrow admits, Pax is the strongest, and dies to this political Jackal, right?
This little scheming, now one-handed.
Cements how
guy.
dangerous he is, for sure.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
it helped that he had friends in high places. Having the game rigged into your favor. Oh, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But then another twist that you find out. Did you foresee it? That Mustang.
Mustang was his twin sister.
Yeah.
I had somewhat of an inkling because
I was ready for another battle when I first heard that. I was like,
know.
oh my gosh, he's
Yeah.
going to have another fight on his hands.
Yeah, I had an
twist.
inkling that something was up because the time I found out that Severo's dad was Fitchner, I texted my buddy Tommy, who's been recommending this book to me all the time. I was like, "Dude, Severo's dad is Fitchner? What the heck?" And then he just replies, "Wait till you hear about Mustang." And I was like, "Oh,
Tommy,
I was like, what?
come on.
So I didn't know it was a twin, but I was just like, what's
Yeah.
up with Mustang? Like, I was like thinking, is she a red?
I knew there had to be
Is that
something with her, but I was not expecting it at all.
Yeah,
once
reading
again,
through it again, there are
the
little
clues
cues.
are there, which brilliant on Pierce Brown's work. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was thinking, oh crap, it's not over yet. They just took Olympus and now he's got a whole new fight on his hands.
Do you feel like it was a little anticlimactic? Kind of
With
like
her just
you
bringing him?
get the battle on with the proctors and everything, and then she goes after the jackal, and then you find out
I will
they're
say,
siblings.
I don't think this will be too big of a spoiler, but she does mention in a future book how when they played games, she always won, and it like frustrated him so much, frustrated the jackal. But like, yeah, I mean, it goes to show like who she is, right? I think we get enough climax with Darrow fighting the proctors and like literally taking Olympus. That is like the peak.
yeah.
And then going after the jackal would kind of almost it'd be like in Jurassic Park, how he said, with going to see the raptors, right? Like that was almost too
It's
much.
like fighting
That's
the
kind of
raptor's
what
nest.
I thought about
Yeah.
a little.
Yeah.
I mean, it would have been cool to see,
But
cool to get more of it. But
I understand, it's not a standalone, and it does set up the series a little bit with with the characters. So I understand that
yeah,
aspect. But yeah,
totally. I love it. What do you guys? Was it so satisfying to have Darrow just take out? Was it Apollo?
Oh my gosh.
And his red coming out as he was doing
Yeah.
it.
Oh.
Yes. Oh, my
it's just
goodness.
another amazing Severo moment where he's just like, "Yeah, what you said
The tapes were altered.
Yeah,
wasn't clear,
The
so I
wind,
just
it was
deleted
all
it.
scrambled, so I just deleted it.
Severo.
What a guy."
But I do love that scene when he takes out Apollo because, like, once again, the clues are there. Like, he mentions how he has the pelts on his boots.
Yep.
But he can't take off the pelts. And, you're like,
Oh, yeah,
and I'm like,
completely
why did he beat up
garbed.
Fitchner and, like, not take any of the stuff? But he did. And, he's getting his hair, like, yanked by Apollo, realizes, your shields are down. Now's the time. Let go of me.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
flying. Knife ring
Such
to the
a good
eye.
setup. Yeah,
And just
the
saying,
knife ring and
"I'm going to-"
everything.
just cut out your bloody dang heart. Just
Yeah.
it's so cathartic.
So
And just
satisfying.
The scene in my mind was made because, the snow's billowing, everything. And you see, like, the jackal running off. You see a silhouette of someone helping him. And then Apollo's grabbing him up in the air. They're just roaring at each other,
yeah.
talking about how futile each one of them is or how one of them's going to get the upper hand. And then you just have the awe factor of, yeah, I got grav boots too, man.
Yeah.
I'm on the same level. Hello, bam.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's so good. And they just take his stuff and, they carry up all the howlers and they just ascend up to Olympus and just surprise. Ow, we're taking you out.
Yep, talk about another tribute to Indiana Jones. When he is it Mercury? He comes across the Proctor of Mercury.
Oh,
He's like,
yeah.
what did he say? He's like, I could have dueled Mercury, but then I didn't want to hurt him, so I just shot him with my pulse fist.
Just, because Mercury pulls out his
got his
razor,
sword,
right?
he's all ready
He's
to
got his
fight.
razor, just like, boom, boom. I like you, Mercury. Boom, boom. Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
So good.
Yeah, I mean, satisfying ending, and it just, and it's crazy because, reading the book, I'm like, okay, when's the revolution gonna start? And it's like, but it's like such a good setup. It's such a good build to, I mean, Darrow's getting into that position he needs. And to talk about setting up for the next book, oh my gosh, I was ready to jump into the next one so fast.
Yeah, but it's also like, it's crazy because you're reading it kind of for like that Hunger Games arena gladiator fight. And then you get to these sequels where you're like, they're not going back to the arena. So it's like, it's almost like a completely different book in a way.
Oh, yeah.
Which, I don't know, he pulled it off though. Like, kudos to Pierce Brown. I feel like that would just be so hard. I feel like Hunger Games, the author
Change
of
your
Hunger
tone.
Games, they're just like, I don't have any ideas. Let's go back to the Hunger Games.
Yeah.
Let's just get Katniss back in the Hunger Games. So yeah, like it's almost like he just committed to this book just being a complete setup for the series, which is definitely bold.
It's a very entertaining setup, so I'm not mad at all. And yeah, I'm looking forward to the next 2 books.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh. Oh, man. Oh, and I kind of want to gush over Severo once again, just because we didn't talk about this scene where Apollo first shows up and like tries to talk to all of Darrow's men. He like gives him a flagon of wine, and Severo just chugs it. And he's like,
They're like, is it poison? And Severo
just chugging it down, and then just stands up. It just says,
I gotta take a piss.
Yeah, I gotta go take a piss. Unless you don't want me to do it here. Think I gotta poop too. And he just leaves, and they like are just bandying words with Apollo until Darrow just reveals the fact.
It's like, how fast do you think you could run them? 7 kilometers in low grav?
In this grav, and like Mustang's like, probably a minute and a half, but he's a little liar, so probably faster.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know what I love about what's the what's the barriers, the sound barriers that they make? Oh shoot, I'm blanking right
jam
now.
Field?
The jam fields. What's my favorite thing about a jam field? That no sound can get in, or it keeps.
Oh, yeah. No sound gets out, sound gets in.
No sound gets out, and no sound gets in. And then as soon as he turns off the jam field, you just hear, just at Apollo's castle. They're just doing like they're climbing up the freaking poop tubes to get in there. And they're just like, just like monsters, man. Like, can you
Bye-bye, Apollo.
being in a castle, the place you're supposed to feel safe, and this guy in a wolf cloak just comes out of where you sit and expose your booty hole and just comes out and is just ready to kill you. It is the stuff of nightmares. Oh my gosh. It's so good.
Yeah.
So good.
Talk about just crazy. Severo. He's just willing to do anything.
Little
He does it
goblin.
with a smile on his face.
Doesn't complain. Yep.
Oh, yeah. Now, I want to, I mean, there's so much more we can dive into, I'm sure, but I want to touch on the idea of it making it into a movie, a media. What are you guys' thoughts on that? You want to jump into that?
It's so hard to kind of think about who I want to be in the cast because...
Do you think it can be done justice? Like...
Yeah, I definitely think so.
Not today.
If they do...
not today.
That's kind of...
Hollywood's got to get their
thought.
act together and bring back storytelling, not just propaganda.
Yeah, maybe if you keep it out of Disney's hands, then there might be a chance. But really, it's just stupid because it would become like a race thing for sure. Just the elephant in the room. But that's the point of the book. That's
Is
the
to
point of the
overthrow that,
story,
right?
That this is the evilness of this society.
That they created enemies of each color so that each color would be enemies to each other rather than seeing the true evil, right? Yeah.
And so it's hard. Hollywood nowadays, it probably can't be done right.
Yeah.
No, they can't do
It'd
it.
have to be like an AMC, I feel like, kind of series where they have no qualms of like doing things and like representing certain perspectives without going too far into like trying to create a narrative from what is supposed to be having its own narrative.
Yeah.
Well, also to be pretty bold, there's a lot of heavy stuff that is in this book. Like we mentioned, grape and cannibalism
Coming out of horse corpses.
out of teenagers, mind you.
Yeah, exactly. That would be another hard bit is like, what characters could you bring in where you're not like, exposing teens to this kind of movie, right? Yeah.
Because it is horrendous, a lot of the stuff that, like you mentioned, the proctors just allow this to happen. And but the race thing, you can't ignore it, but it's kind of the point to overthrow that.
This is where I feel like it would have to be, or it would honestly do best as an animated series. Like very well animated.
It could be, if they went like full, like, let's just say like paint. They paint the body all red, like in Marvel, Adam Warlock.
Character. That's kind of how I imagine the goals.
Yeah, that's kind of how I imagine them.
Yeah,
like just if they're worried about casting, like having like an all white cast or whatever, just do that. Whatever,
it doesn't matter.
Like
hire them for their acting chops, and they're going to be colored anyway, but different colors, like blue, green, red, gold, not that kind of colored.
Well, I mean, you have like the Obsidians, right? Like who are literally dark colored, supposed to be obsidian.
That's probably going to get people thinking, oh, what's Pierce Brown saying about that?
Yeah,
he's saying that the higher echelons treat people like dirt based on race.
And there's a reason he added like purples and pinks and greens. It's like, I don't think he's intending it to be like the races today. Like a white, black, Asian, brown, whatever, So that is like, if people can just get past this, like the idea of racism today and just kind of let like the futuristic sci-fi idea of the future dystopian world that Pierce Brown created, then I think it could be done great.
Well, seeing as how the bad guys are utilizing racism for their benefit, doesn't that just paint racism as bad? Like, isn't that just the big message?
Well,
so it kind of supports all our beliefs that racism is
to
a
establish
bad thing.
like that in the like you said, the golds aren't even supposed to necessarily just be the whites, right? Like the golds were just the genetically superior, and they used that to their advantage to even more accelerate that. And so it's not saying like, oh yeah, the Aryans are the ones who win in the end. It's like, no, the narrative is that the ones that can obtain power and usurp it, they will use it to the detriment of everyone else. So it's basically saying you can't trust power, and it's not it's not really about race. It's not about who, because given the Reds, who were the ones who would have been the genetically superior, they still probably would have been in the same place. And that's like the whole narrative of Revolution. I can't remember the author who talks about it, but there's one of the famous authors wrote on this, but the idea of that's why so many revolutions fail, right? Like the French Revolution collapsed, and so many French revolutions failed because when those people got into power, they then became the usurpers. They then became the dictators. And I mean, the only reason the American Revolution worked is because the founding fathers set up a system to mitigate that power to begin with, right? And so the whole point of Red Rising isn't to say, oh, one race better than the other, or racism bad. It's saying those in power will usurp that power. That's why you can't let somebody gain too much power, or one group gain too much power. Yeah, the whole point of checks and balances.
So like it would be curious to see what they do with it, but I don't have high hopes for sure. As far as like casting people, like that would be so hard because the characters are so young, and I can't really think of like young actors. The only like young actor I can think of is like Tom Holland. I'm like, he would
Timothy Chalamet.
I was about to say Timothy Chalamet.
Really,
he'd be a good Jackal. He could be a
Yeah,
jackal.
that's true.
I bet you
He
could
could
be
be
a
the
jackal.
jackal.
Yeah, that'd be a good pick.
That's
He's growing
something
up.
that
He's getting older.
I've somewhat struggled with Timothy Chalamet being Paul
Atreides.
I'm just like, I find it hard to believe such a scrawny boy can just be.
Be this vindictive
Yeah.
messiah.
Be the sword wielding master.
I think he did
Yeah.
great in the Dune movies. Definitely, what he did
yeah.
worked. So,
Oh yeah.
but
I think it would succeed the most as like an animated series or even
Yeah.
like anime style, because then they could go all out on like the combat and the violence and everything.
I do
Really-
feel like they would be a lot less hindered with 2D. Like, we need to bring back 2D animation. I don't know why Hollywood executives just look so down upon 2D animation. It's like my favorite art form in media.
yeah.
But yeah, like an anime, that'd be pretty cool, because then they can get all the colors perfectly right. They can get all the proportions they want, and they could, make it as violent as they want. They can rate it and have their warnings and make it as accurate as possible.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're willing to do that.
Yeah.
Talking about making movies, did you guys hear about Brandon Sanderson and the deal he made with Apple?
That is that is a deal that will go down in history. I mean,
It is so cool, though.
that is
I am-
crazy.
Kudos to
Excited.
Brando Sando for
Yeah.
getting that much control. Like,
Well,
good for
yeah.
him, man.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think there's been like multiple times he's made deals with networks and like producers, and they've all fallen through. But this, I'm kind of excited about, just because he has so much control over it. So that'll be fun to see.
Oh
what
yeah,
comes of
the
it.
Cosmere
Yeah,
universe.
the Cosmere.
yeah,
Think you'll start with Mistborn?
I think
Yeah.
officially he's starting with Mistborn as a
Okay.
movie, and then they're saying that The Way of Kings will be a series.
okay.
Okay.
How big's his books? With how big his books are.
How big is his books? Is,
The characters, the sheer number of characters.
Yeah, I
Holy cow.
think
Oh,
a
man.
series is what you need to completely flesh it out.
yeah, The Way of Kings, it would have to be a series.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's like Game of what? Did it cut out again?
Oh man, it looked like it
Was that
did.
just barely?
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I
I
wasn't paying
think so.
attention
I
to
was
it,
talking
but-
about 2D animation, and it was on. So, oh man,
We have like 2 hours. What? Anyways,
So
we'll
close.
get that figured out.
So close.
But yeah, anything else about Red Rising, folks?
we haven't given enough attention to Roke. He was a really good character.
Yeah, he was.
I really loved his, just like Geoff said, he's the voice of reason, his poetic nature. He's a kind of a softer guy. And I really loved how he would reunited with Darrow, just, this husk of a man, just so happy to see Darrow and just shuddering with joy, saying, I
Yeah.
knew you'd come. This
Really-
place was hollow without you.
A pretty humble person, because he never was like trying to be the leader.
Yeah, and he wasn't
always
like
kinda
this
had a
weasel
role.
of a guy. Like, he was such a breath of fresh air compared to Cassius's pride, because Cassius was always talking about his just family and his destiny, and like, I obviously
Yeah.
deserve to be Primus.
Yeah, Cassius, like, even though him and Darrow were such good friends and like such a good duo, there was always like that little like bit of pride that he held on to, like when Darrow was like, stay behind while me and Severo go and negotiate.
Oh yeah, and he had to
Cassius
make it
like,
his own idea.
Yes.
you don't tell me what to do.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's like, "Don't you think it would be a good idea?" And Cassius is like, "Yes, I guess that would be a good idea. I might go with your suggestion." It's
Yeah.
like, oh gosh, yeah,
Roke-
power dynamic, power struggle. Yeah.
Roke was always such a breath of fresh air
He was.
anytime he was talking, and I'm so happy he lived. I feel bad that the girl he fell in love with, the fate that she had,
Yeah.
and I was kind of happy to find out what happened to Antonia and Victus, and who was the third one? They're basically like crucified.
Yeah.
Pollock.
Is it Pollux?
Pollux. Oh, can't remember.
Can't remember the
I
name
feel
either.
like it was one of Titus's like flunkies, because Victus was one of
Yeah.
Titus's flunkies at first.
Yeah, Antonia just getting some
Being
comeuppance.
manipulative. Yeah.
I want to say it was like one of the named after a star. I think it was Pollux.
Was it Pollux? Well, either
Could be
way,
wrong.
to see those three that set up the trap for Darrow and killed Leia, which that was a scenario that I felt really bad for Darrow because he was like, I have to win this. I can't get captured.
Oh my
So
gosh, yeah.
Leia has to die. It's like, oh no.
Right. And how cruel, especially because since the Proctors wanted Darrow to be caught, they didn't send the med bots, and you're just like, no, come on.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. Oh, such a cruel. I mean, just pure cruelty in that moment for sure. One thing I wanted to mention, I probably should have mentioned it earlier, but did you guys catch the Lord of the Rings reference when Darrow?
Osgiliath?
Yeah, when he was walking around Mars.
First try.
I was
man.
like, oh, there it is.
Well, since we're kind of just getting little bits and pieces here that we wanted to talk about, when he first sees the city on Mars, and you see like the drunk gold flying around and chasing like some girls and laughing. I don't know about you guys, but I was just picturing a Futurama scene when that happened. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm watching Futurama in my mind. It's all animated now.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
That would be wild. Futurama or Red Rising animated in
Futurama style.
Matt groaning.
Yeah, I mean, you have the episode where they do the it's like under the ice, and the Neanderthals are like actually alive, and then they have the big war between like the Homo sapiens and Neanderthals. It's like you could get something with that. Yeah.
Well, could you imagine a medbot being Bender? Just you broke your leg,
Picking his pocket as he's flying
just-
away.
Yeah.
I kind of imagine the med bots being like the bots in Megamind. Those little
Oh, the brain bot.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
the brain.
Yeah. There you go. Thing.
That's funny.
All right.
I think that's it for me though.
Yeah. Since our camera's dead, we should probably digress.
But yeah, let's give our rankings. I can go first since it was my pick. This is a great book. So fun. I can't believe that you liked it more than Ender's Game, though. I mean, I can't
Ender's Game
put
is
it
still
above
an
Ender's
amazing
Game.
book. But oh man, it's because I'm such a slut for the medieval fantasy setting.
Yeah,
Dude.
I think it's great. You know, like a lot like Dune, where they're able to have battles with swords and things is great. So I think that aspect of it is really fun.
It's not all just guns and lasers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go 8.9. It is right up there. I couldn't decide if it was a 9 or 8.9. But yeah, so fun. Really, really up there for me, for sure.
Oh yeah. That's awesome. 8.9. That's great. Yeah. I think I'll go next. I'm probably gonna pump it up to a 9 for me. This is one, especially, I've gone back to it a couple times already, and just, oh man, it is always so satisfying to go back to. The characters, catching new things.
You kind of forget how much you like it.
Yeah, and just the action scenes and the build up and to the series. This is one I feel kind of at a loss because I'm so used to just going straight into the other books after I read this. But this time I've only read this. I'm like, I need to know what happens next. Yeah, rereadability just is off the charts. It's a fantastic book.
Yeah.
And I mean, talk about a start off to a series, blast off, amazing, just fantastic work. And yeah, the narrator, I mean, just hits it out of the park. Home run. Fantastic.
Wow, I guess we're all in solidarity here because I'm a 9 as well. But what this book does, it does extremely well. I mentioned earlier the fundamentals. Pierce Brown understood the fundamentals of storytelling. His world building is superb and it's not overly complicated. His characters are just easily able, I don't know why I keep looking at the camera like it's still the characters are easily, you're able to invest into them so well, and you're able to see who they are and just find pieces of them that you just love. And the concept is just amazing. And luckily, I can rate it on it alone. I'm not thinking of the other books because I haven't read the other books as well. And like I said, I'm a slut for the medieval fantasy thing to sort of have them be fighting in castles and with, you know, close combat, hand-to-hand combat weapons and using medieval tactics and scare and psychological terror. Oh man. And they build legends of themselves like they were the warriors of old. And they're always referencing history. It is amazing. And no time is wasted. And like kudos to Pierce Brown. He really had something here, and he did such a great job with this book. I'm looking forward to reading his next two books. So yeah, a 9 out of after my first read, I was going to give it an 8.6, but second read, I'm up at the 9.
Yeah,
because it's a book that you get more out of it every time. Which, you know, rereadability, revisiting, that's a big thing for something in media.
Oh yeah.
So. And, you know, all the reveals, they don't feel cheap. They don't feel like they're just there to have a shock factor. They were, like I said, clues in plain sight. And my favorite thing about Pierce Brown, I said it once, able to say one sentence, encapsulate a whole multitude of feelings and thoughts and impressions all in one sentence or one analogy. Like one of my favorite ones is how fearful the gods are when they realize they're mortal when he's taking Olympus, or I think I butchered that line, but it is amazing. Great book. I recommend it to anyone and everyone, especially lovers of sci-fi.
Yeah. It's fun.
It's well worth the claim it's getting right now. I think it's been slow growing, but man,
it deserves to be remembered. It deserves to be made into one of the next big things. I just know filmmakers do not have the chops to do it right now.
Yeah.
They need to get their heads out of their butts. They need to figure out what worked and go back to it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Cool. Sweet. Awesome. Great.
I like it.
There's those filler words again.
I like it a lot.
Yeah. Who's got the next pick? Is that you, Geoff?
That's me.
Okay.
Yep.
Sweet. What you picking?
So I've been hearing about this book a lot. I've heard about it for such a long time and yet to dive into it. But I feel like it's very appropriate for today's age because we are moving into an age of automation where, I mean, you'll hear all the time people complaining about going to a restaurant and not being able to order from someone. You have to order from a machine. And even now, there's Taco Bells, I think, that are completely automated where it's like your food is made on a conveyor belt or something like that.
Yikes.
So, you guys know what a player piano is?
A player piano?
A player piano.
No.
So, pianos, obviously, you know, they're meant to be manually played, and that's the beauty of the instrument. You're generating this music. But somebody, I don't know the history of it, but somebody invented a piano that basically played itself like a music box. And so, Kurt Vonnegut wrote Player Piano, and that's the book I'm picking, in like the 1950s to kind of touch on the idea of automation in like a futuristic society and how people can be affected by it. And the Player Piano kind of represents it perfectly, where you can still create this beautiful music, but like, is it really music if a machine is playing it? Is it really art if a machine is playing it and creating it? So something to think about as we dive into Player Piano. Is automation really worth it? And is it going to be a good thing for us? Or are we running into a huge problem in our society getting too automated?
So start listening to a lot of dubstep for our next episode, huh? All right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, interesting. That definitely sounds interesting. Definitely relevant for today with seeming like more and more jobs are making way for AI. So, yeah, that'll be interesting. You haven't read it, right?
Nope. It'll be first.
So it'll be one none of us have read it.
So. Our first book where none of us have read it.
Interesting. Ooh. But cool. Good good pick, or maybe not a good pick. We'll see.
It might be our first, below. What?
Yeah, we've been
below
getting
7?
way too good of books. People are just starting to think we just like any book that's given to us, I'll bet.
So far, I think they've been worthy, but
Yeah, no kidding.
we'll see.
All right.
Awesome. Cool. That's it, right?
That is it.
That's it. Okay, this has been Big Rascals. Keep reading, keep writing, and stay rascally, my friends. Catch you guys later.
Bye.
See ya.